Hey, this is Andrew from the band Dirty Kings, and you're watching CMS TV.
It is the Classic Metal Show right here on the classicmetalshow.com. Kicking off the show tonight, we heard Testament from their low release with Hail Mary, and Pantera there from their Far Beyond Driven release with I'm Broken, and a guy who's been beaten, burned, and broken at one point in his life, my good friend and partner, Chris Akin. What's going on there, Chris?
What is up, boss? How are we?
Back again, ready to do another show.
It's amazing that we're already here, isn't it? I know we do this like fucking idiots every week. We start the same way. God, did this week go fast? But
it did go fast. I mean, I don't know what it is, if it's just age or what.
Well, I had somebody explain it to me on fucking YuckTube.
Please, tell me. Tell me.
What they say, and
Yes.
there might be validity to this. I don't know. But what they're saying is the years seem longer when you're younger because it's a more significant part of your life.
Right.
Like when you're 15, a year seems like forever.
Right.
But when you're 60, a year is just,
Another year.
It's just such a small part of your life that you don't feel it the same way or something.
You don't relish it as much as a new experience.
Yeah, because and they're right, because I mean, honestly, when you think about it, COVID was what, 6 years ago it started?
Yeah, it started 6 years ago, yeah.
And it seems like it was far less time ago when it started than the 4 years I put into high school. Those 4 years of high school felt like the last 20 years of this.
They feel like they dragged on forever.
Yes, and yet we lived through being stuck at home for 3 years or whatever it was, and then we've been free to live again for the last 3.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was going through Amazon today, and they have your historic purchases.
Okay.
And, there were a couple of things that I purchased that aren't repeat items, that are just something that I bought off of Amazon for one reason or another. And it came to mind today. It's like, when did I buy that? And so I started going through my Amazon history, and it was like, holy shit, I bought that 5 years ago.
Yeah.
and it seems like I just bought it like last year.
Or you'll look up something, you'll be like, I need a new Roku remote or something.
Right.
And you'll look it up and be like, last one purchased, 2008. And it's like, what? 2008? I didn't even know they had Roku in 2008.
Yeah, it's nutty, man. It's just like, how do you slow down the time? Because my weeks just blow by.
I mean, how you slow it down? You know how you slow it down? Casket.
Yeah. Well,
that slows it right to a stop.
Yeah, that'll bring it to a stop.
Yep, that'll be it.
I get that. But the weeks just fly by, man, because just like, holy shit, I just did this show. Because I was looking at the locals before the show today.
Sure.
And last week, if you are a subscriber to our locals page, I'm going to start doing something new. I'm posting the playlist, and I noticed that you put up an actual playlist.
I did. I went through your playlist and I created a playlist on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that people can listen to the bits.
Yeah. So people like Sal, who's too lazy to look up his own music, he could just go over there and hit play and play all the music that you heard on Saturday.
Yeah, but it is Sal. He'll have a bitch of a time finding it. How do you make this work? I don't use YouTube. I use Rumble. How does YouTube work?
But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that you assembled a video playlist of all the music that was played last week.
Yeah, it only took 5 minutes. It was really quick.
But again, you're the master of speed when it comes to doing that kind of shit, you know. And I thought I'd go over there and see if there was any feedback on, whether people noticed or cared or whatever. Sure. I just wanted to see if it was of use to anybody. And, if a couple commenters over there, and I noticed your post over there that you assembled the list. And so people who, like listening to the music portion of the show, then you can just go over there and play Chris's playlist.
Yeah, and maybe I'll start putting in those edited segments in the playlist
Yeah.
So that it runs just like the show, except for it'll be the shitty edits instead of the good versions. But
of course.
But still, it's something.
Sure. And while I was over there just kind of checking it out there, I noticed one of our CMS alum, Paul Knapp, who lives in the Pittsburgh area, posted a video of the big boy today. He lives near some railroad tracks that he says is like a 2-minute walk from his house.
Oh, that's cool.
And he went out along the tracks and shot a nice video of the big boy going by.
That's cool.
You know, so it's heading back west now, and it's going to be in Rocky River on Monday.
Rocky River, Ohio?
Yeah, it's going to make us stop in Rocky River for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So just a reminder. Maybe I'll send you a text Monday morning. Are you going to go?
That would be when you need to send me the text. Are you
going to go? Because I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it Thursday. It's going to swing through here for a whistle stop at about 12:30 on Thursday. Okay. Right so I'm gonna go see it this time. I'm gonna be a little more prepared than I was the last time because now I kind of get what the protocol is. So I'm gonna definitely leave the house a little bit earlier than last time, and stake out my place to park and everything.
Okay.
Because literally thousands upon thousands of people showed up to see this thing.
Sure.
So I'm going to be a little more prepared this time.
Might want to leave like right after the show.
Well, it's coming through on Thursday.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. So it's going to be about 12:30, I think. So I'm probably going to leave the house probably around 8.
Okay.
And go check it out. But wanted to say thanks to Paul for putting up his little video, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he made me laugh. He said he lives in the Trafford, Pennsylvania area, which is not far from where I grew up in Irwin.
Okay.
And he's like, next, let me know when you're in town. We'll catch a Buccos game.
There you go.
So, and that time may be very soon. I'm planning a trip. So
okay.
We'll see. We'll see when that happens. But
sure.
That was cool. But anyway. Yeah, I don't get a chance to scroll through the locals page. I don't look at it as much as I should.
Sure.
But I took the time today and scrolled through there to see everybody's posts, and I see that Shelly Rocks put up some concert footage that she took, and other people put up stories and all kinds of stuff. So I just want to say thanks to everybody who's participates and posts stuff over there. So
locals is growing, man.
I like it.
It's fun, and it's away from all the riffraff, which I like.
I mean, it's a closed society to just the people who pay for it.
Yeah, it's our community, and that's it.
And that's it. So so it's good stuff, and of course you post all the links to the CMS archives things that you put up every week, and all that kind of stuff. But again, I appreciate everybody who supports the show and adds things to it through the week. And, maybe I'll try to be a little more active over there if I think about it. So we'll see. I'll drop a comment here and there, but
what?
Yes.
That's as close to you being on social media as anything.
As ever. As ever. But it's my social media.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll teach you how to run the lock button so that it's only shared with the people that are subscribed, because we don't want to share the greatness of Neely with anyone else.
Yeah. I don't post that often, so it should only go to the people who pay.
Yes. Well, that's kind of what I do. Anything that's, the commercial version of the show or whatever, I leave for everybody, obviously.
Right.
But anything, a lot of times I just throw music and stuff up there. I'll be like, hey, a lot of times, honestly, and the locals people can certainly talk about this. I run a lot of stuff that I'm pitched to interview through the locals people. Like, I'll just throw a song up. I'll be like, do you guys like this song?
Yeah, I see you threw up a new Anthrax today.
Yeah, that's a great song. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But I will ask as well. I'll ask people. I'll put a song up and I'll be like, hey, Publicist wants me to interview these guys. Do you guys have any interest? And if it's a universal, these guys blow, then I probably won't do the interview.
Yeah, my fans don't want to hear from these guys. So,
and that's kind of the way I look at it is, honestly, I'm not doing these interviews because I have any interest in 90% of these bands. It's because, we want to give the community, our community, the classic metal community, something to listen to. So, or something to watch or whatever. And people love the interviews. I can't tell you how many people have told me they liked the Zinny Zan from Shotgun Messiah interview this week.
Well, at least there's a platform for the interviews, because we did a shit ton of interviews for years. You and I both, when I used to be more involved with doing the interviews, but just because of timing and everything, I don't get involved as much as I used to. But the interviews were just like the least favorite part of people's, patronage to the CMS. And now that you got the locals with a more, what do you want to call, targeted audience, then those are the people who go, yeah, I like this stuff.
Yeah. People are definitely digging the interviews a lot more over there, and they like them on YouTube now as well too. That's kind of weird. They hate us. They hate when me and you do a segment of just me and you.
Of course.
But they love. I'll post some old interview from 2012 or something. They're like, "This is fucking great, man."
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool.
I know a couple of people who do YouTube things, and they've shared with me some of the hateful rhetoric that they get from people.
Yeah, same shit.
And the people that I know that do some YouTube stuff, they do the most innocent, most lighthearted, most easygoing, non-political, non-social commentary type stuff. It's just general interest type of stuff, and they still get hateful comments.
Dude, the reality is this: social media allows to be anonymous and loud.
Right.
And that's what they do. All the cunts get on there and they're anonymous and loud. If they had to worry about getting a punch in the fucking mouth, they wouldn't quite say as much.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't.
Yeah. I like I mentioned last week that I met one of the YouTuber people that I've been watching literally for 8 or 9 years now.
Right.
She goes by the name of Wonder Hussy.
Right.
And all she does is travel videos. That's all she does is just travel videos. Hey, I'm in, some ghost town out in the middle of bumfuck Egypt out in the desert somewhere. And here's the story behind this, that this town was established during the gold rush or something. And she'll just give you like the backstory on it and show you what's left of the remnants and this and that and the other, the most innocent, easygoing stuff. And she shared with me some of the shitty comments that people have made. And it's just like, what would possess you to make such a shitty comment about somebody just saying, hey, here's an old shack out in the middle of the desert that used to be part of this town that was part of the gold rush. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what would possess you to just make a shitty comment about that?
You don't know as much as I do about it, goddammit.
And it's just like, that is just beyond me.
Dude, people will argue about anything. If I look at my phone app right now and it says it's, 80 degrees outside, whatever the temperature is right now.
Right.
If I posted that on any platform, within 5 minutes, there'll be some asshole that'll be like, no, it's not, dickhead. It's 77. What's fucking wrong with you? Where are you getting your information, you stupid fuck? It's like, blow me. It's just, I just don't care.
Well, you shouldn't care, but it just amazes me that people have that kind of time to just spew negativity for no really reason. Having a discussion or a debate about politics or some kind of a social commentary or something, that's one thing. But when it's just something that is just I don't know what you want to call it, just a non-controversial fact.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Somehow I got to be included, man. And if I can't be included in the main event, then I'll be included in the dust up around the main event. That's really what it comes down to.
course.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's bizarre. But anyway, but getting back to my original point, the people who do support and drop by our locals page and subscribe to the page, thank you. Thanks for just being a cool community. It might be a smaller community, but at least it's our community, and it's not full of negativity.
Nope.
Just stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for all the posts. Thanks for the videos you guys share and the little stories and the links to things that you share. That's all cool.
It is cool. It's fun to kind of go in there and see what our little group that thinks sort of like us thinks.
Yeah.
That's kind of, and I know that's echo chamber, asshole, but whatever. But it's our echo chamber.
Yeah, but it's not political.
No, not at all.
It's just sharing like interest. That's it.
Other than if Seth mentioned something on the Seth show, there's no politics in there. I don't post any, and truthfully, I don't follow any, so I have no knowledge of any to post. I don't pay any attention to it during the week. None.
Yeah, as you shouldn't.
No, why should I? I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. Fuck what these guys are doing in the political realm. I don't give a shit.
Right. Well, speaking of the return of Seth Williams,
yes.
How did that go? How did that go for you? What can you?
Yeah, I mean, it was fine.
Can you give us an update on Seth's health and what?
Hanging in. He's a lot shorter than the last time we saw him. That's for sure.
Well, he never stands on camera, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah, he's 4'10" instead of 6'2" or whatever. But
right.
But no, he's fine. I mean, as fine as you could be. I mean, he was in pretty good spirits. He was thrilled to be doing the show again. I mean, I think he needed some dose of normality in his life. And I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of a depressing show. It really, because I just I threw in a zinger here and there, but for the most part, I did this. All right, Seth, so where you been? And I just pushed the microphone out of the way and that first show back after 2 months and getting your leg lopped off, that ain't my place to be in there saying a whole lot. So
I get you.
So I just kind of let him tell his story, and he did, and we talked after, and he was happy with how it went, and I was fine with it. I was good that it went. So he's going through his thing. I do want to thank one guy though. And he's a CMS guy, which is why I'm thanking him here. I will thank him on the Seth show too. We have a fan named Paul out of Georgia. Okay. And Paul is the guy that also hooked me up with the VC boxes.
Yeah, the box.
Yeah. Well, he hit me up and he told me a story that I'm not going to tell on the air, but it involves a similar situation as Seth. And he threw Seth a pretty substantial donation.
Really?
Like a really not thousands of dollars or something, but not $5 or $10 like most people do with a GoFundMe. He threw a very significant donation, and I wanted to personally thank him because he texted me and he was like, I tried to use this fucking Venmo and I can't make it work. Can I Zelle you the money and then you send it to Seth? And I was like, yeah, whatever. So we had to go through that whole rigmarole to get it done. But then when I saw the amount of money it was, I was like, shit, maybe I should get my leg cut off and get me some fucking dough.
Well, I'm sure your generous gifts of your TV watching has been equal to that.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I look, that guy has saved me tons of money.
Right.
I love that guy. Paul is like my hero, but yeah, good dude. And I just wanted to say, hey, that was very, very cool of him. So thank you, Paul.
All right. Well, thank you, Paul. This is the first I'm hearing of the story, but if Chris sings your praises, I'll sing your praises right along with him. In fact, Chris, let me share your hymn book, will you?
Paul is great. Paul.
Remember when you had to go to church and you're standing there and somebody comes in late while you're in the middle of the singing thing and you kind of slide over so the person can see the hymn book next to you? That was always something we had to do. My parents trying to teach you to share and be kind and all that other stuff. You're standing there with your hymnal, singing
some stupid song.
Singing some morning church song, and somebody slides in next to you, so you move over and share the hymnal with them, so and then you put your finger on the page to show them exactly.
Here we are.
What stanza you're at?
Yeah, and then you got to show them which version, because we're on like fourth bar. Remember how those hymn books would have like 3 or 4 lines of music, or it would have like one line of music, but it would have words underneath it, and there'd be like 3 or 4 lines, so you had to kind of go through, and then you go back for the second verse, back to the top, and you'd do the second verse.
I think there might be a few people who could relate to that.
Ugh.
Maybe.
When's the last time you went to church?
Boy, let me think. When did I go to church last? I am going to say it was probably 2000 and I'm guessing it was 2012.
It's about when I went. In fact, I know when I went. I could tell you almost to the day. I went in October of 2012 and November, because remember I was dating that girl that was like damn near Georgetta's fucking spiritual twin,
right?
That went to she was my old boss, and and I was going to that stupid big ass church in Bay Village. I'd drive it all the way out to Bay Village to go to church on Sundays,
right?
After doing this show, I would do this, and then I had to go and the walls of the church would start shaking when I come in after doing this show. It was like, what the fuck? But yeah, that was the last time, was when I was hooking up there.
Yeah.
Once that broke up, that was also the end of my church.
Right. Well, I used to go to meet the one with the R there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then when she took off, that was the last of my church going.
Right.
So it's been a while.
Sure.
It's been a while since I rock and rolled.
Too funny.
But my dad, he always says, "Son, you really should get back to going to church again. We're living in the end times. You need to reconnect with the Lord above."
Do you? What sin do you have? You personally?
Just being human, I guess.
I mean, you don't do any of the shit you don't steal, you don't lie.
I don't think it's a matter of actions that is a sin. It's if you believe by way of the staunch belief, Christian belief in the Bible, a sin could be anywhere from an impure thought to just not have for some people, doing the show would be considered a sin, or using foul language. That's a sin in some people's eyes. So am I Hitler? No. Am I do I walk on water? Certainly not. But do I live a pretty decent lifestyle? Yeah, absolutely. I do the best I can with what I have.
Can you imagine not looking at pictures of Sydney Sweeney because you might not get to meet a fake ghost in the sky when you die?
Well, I don't think naked pictures of Sydney Sweeney are going to keep you out of heaven.
No, but what I do when I'm looking at them might.
But yeah, depending on who you ask, or what your belief system is, and that's the whole thing about religion and everything. It's so subjective. Everybody's got their own interpretation as to what's good or what's not. As people say, I had a couple of cocktails this week, and some people might look at that as being a sin.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, you drank alcohol. Well, that's a sin, But,
and the worst part, I don't know, maybe it's always just been me. I've always thought this is like, why would you want to spend your guaranteed life living like a slave in Roots, living to do nothing but gain some praise of some ghost that may or may not be there, waste your whole life doing it and not have any assurances that you're going to get anything good out of it.
Well, that's the whole thing. For some people, it's faith. They have faith that they're the way they conducted their life here on Earth is going to, pay off in dividends in the afterlife. And that's what keeps some people in line, is that they have that faith. But nobody's obviously nobody's perfect. I'm certainly not perfect in any way, shape, or form.
Just think of all the fun you would miss. And then if you die and there is no heaven, you waste your whole fucking life trying to be this good soldier to God.
Right.
And then you just die and you're just fucking worm food. That's it. No spirit, no nothing, no purgatory even, nothing. Just silence. Eternal sleep, as they say. What a waste of a life.
Well, anyway, I don't know. I had told you about a movie, just since we talk about our weekly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a movie this week. I was skeptical about watching it.
Okay.
And I was just kind of looking for something to watch. And I was flipping through Amazon Prime, and I see this Mark Wahlberg movie pop up.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Mark Wahlberg as an actor. He's been in some pretty good movies.
Sure.
And he not only has been in good adventure style movies, but he's in comedy movies too.
Right.
And obviously, if you've never seen the movie Ted, I mean, very funny movie.
Sure.
And he's in that movie with Will Ferrell. What is it? Daddy? What is it?
Oh, yeah, like Who's Your Daddy or something like that.
Something like
I know
that.
where he rides on the motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That is a good movie.
And then of course, he's in more dramatic movies as well. Well, so I thought, okay, well, this is an Amazon Prime original, and I'm skeptical. I'm just like, how good is this going to be?
Sure.
And I'm thinking, all right, Mark Wahlberg. It's called Play Dirty. And I thought, okay, I'll give this thing a shot.
Okay.
I was surprised how funny and good this movie was, but it was probably one of the most weird combinations of movies I've ever seen. It was a lot of adventure, a lot of violence, a lot of killing, but funny at the same time. It was comical.
Sure.
But yet there was a lot of violence and shooting and people getting shot in the head and all kinds of stuff. But at the same time, there were some ha-has.
That's good.
It was
I like that.
Wow, that was a cool combination of subject,
Sure.
And the end was the most surprising part. You were thinking about it, and I don't want to give the movie away, but I would recommend anybody who likes Mark Wahlberg movies and likes action adventure style movies, but still likes some comedy too.
Sure.
To watch that movie. The end is really kind of what gets you.
Okay.
It reminded me of a scene in Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Where a girlfriend is involved, and I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure.
So you have to see it, but good movie. I was just like, wow,
cool.
this was a good watch.
Sure.
I didn't go, man, I'm sorry I watched that movie. I wish it was better. But was it the best movie I've ever seen? No. But was it a good movie? Yeah, it was a good movie.
Right.
Really enjoyed it. So anybody who likes that kind of stuff, Amazon Prime, Play Dirty. Mark Wahlberg. Good movie.
I will check that out. I've been recalibrating all my shows and stuff right now, now that the fucking Dutton Ranch is over, I don't know what to watch.
I know.
I was like, how can that? And I hate how it ended. That's too much of a cliffhanger for me. You know when that kind of a cliffhanger is good? When they've already shot season 2. Because there's a show out there, and I know I'm almost positive you've never watched it, but it's one of my all-time favorite shows ever called Southland.
No.
And it went 4 seasons. It is right up there. It's better than Animal Kingdom by a lot.
Okay.
And it's right in that Sons of Anarchy, Shield place.
Okay.
At the end of the last season, the main star gets shot up in an alley he doesn't die, but they like kind of fade out to black to where you have to wait for the new season that never came. The fucking show got canceled. So now we're just sitting wondering if this guy lived or died.
Right. Just like Tony Soprano.
Well, at least Tony Soprano, that was an actual ending.
Right.
This was clearly here's the hook. We're going to stick it in your mouth and make you wait 6 months till we bring the show back. And they never brought the show back.
Right.
It's a great episode that is also the worst episode of anything I've ever watched because it just leaves every storyline hanging.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck? Make a movie or something.
Yeah, it's a never-ending story.
Yeah. Great movie. Great show, though. That's one I'll recommend to everybody.
It was one season.
4 seasons.
Oh, it was 4 seasons.
Yeah, I got real into it. It was four seasons, this show, Southland. And at the end of the 4th, they had this big shootout thing that happened, and it had been building up kind of for several episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it happened, then it was like, all right, man, I can't wait for the next. And then I get an email because I'm signed up for all like IMDb and stuff because it's the only way I can keep track of all the 9 million shows I'm interested in. And I get this email from IMDb saying Southland has been canceled. You know, and then they played the game of, well, it might get picked up by one of the other services or something. And yeah, or one of the other channels. And then that never happened. So show that just died on the vine.
Wow. Remember that one series that started and only had 1 season and we were waiting for the second season? Was that Mad Dogs?
Oh, Mad Dogs. Yeah, that was good too.
That was a good show with the Christopher from Sopranos and
Michael Imperioli.
Yeah. And it was 1 season and one and done.
Yeah, it was him and the bald guy from Titanic, whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. Somebody in the chat room will tell me. The villain in Titanic. The guy that grabbed the kid and goes, I have a child! I'm getting on the lifeboat. It's one of the best scenes in the whole thing. Push some old lady out of the way, steals her kid, gets on the boat. Love it. But yeah, that Mad Dogs was really, really good. That was a great show.
Yep. That was like back in
Billy 2000. Zane. Thank you, Ben. Yeah.
What was that, like back in 2010 or something?
Mm-hmm. That was early Amazon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's before they got it down.
So.
By the way, since we're talking about TV, I don't know if you saw this or not, but did you see that Netflix is now going to kind of mimic Amazon? And they're going to have like the streaming free channels and all, like the fast channels and stuff on Netflix now?
No, I was not aware.
Yeah, they're getting ready to do that, and they're getting ready to launch a bunch of different tiers because they are hemorrhaging subscribers.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Because they're not making anything. There's nothing good on it anymore. I mean, what's good on Netflix anymore? Anything? Other than docs?
Yeah, well, the documentaries are obviously good, but as far as the rest of the content is concerned, it's just what everybody else is offering.
Yeah, it's just old bullshit.
Yeah, it's just older classic movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fall. Streaming itself is just falling the fuck apart.
Well, again, you get the corporate interest involved, and they just ruin everything.
Mm-hmm. And they are wrecking it as fast as they possibly can these days. You know, this HBO thing, HBO merging with Paramount and stuff, that is going to be a fucking disaster. You know, you're just going to, they're going to have tiers for all that shit.
Well, of course.
You know, and it's just going to be a fucking joke.
They're just going to try to milk the subscribers for as much as they can get.
Yeah. They all do it. I mean, that's what they all do. I don't know. It's frustrating to say the least. I don't know why it bothers me so much. I don't even have to deal with it, but I do. The weirdest part about it is I really don't have to. I could just watch the boxes. I almost never turn the boxes on. I watch more Tubi and the Roku channel than I do any movies or any of these. You know, I have Paramount because it comes with my phone. Paramount Plus comes with my phone. I can't tell you the last time I fired that up and watched something. And a lot of it has to do with what would I watch? I mean, I guess isn't Dutton Ranch on there? Maybe that's one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they don't have a lot of stuff I want to watch. So I don't know. These streaming, when it was $5 a hit for every one of them, it was worth the money. Because even if you just watched one show, like if you just were a fan of Dutton Ranch, all right, $5 a month, that's about what you would pay to download the episodes anyway, right? If you just bought them.
Yeah, they're like they were like
$2 a piece or something.
$1.90 a piece or something like that.
Yeah. So it works out okay. Yet Brian says UFC is on Paramount. I get that, but that's why Paramount is now like $22 a month or whatever it is. Because they're paying for the fucking UFC. And they're paying for baseball and they're paying for basketball and all this other bullshit. So, yeah, streaming, what was 5 years ago, streaming was the shit. Now it's shit. It's no better than cable now. None. Just blows. Like everything else in the world, it just blows.
Well, I agree. And since we're talking Netflix, I did watch, there's a series out there. I think this was the second season, Worst Neighbor Ever.
Okay.
Did you see any of that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, dude. Some people are just really just
dicks.
Just off the chain, unhinged, mentally ill people.
You mean like a neighbor that would call the cops because I'm sitting outside working?
Yeah, that kind of a neighbor.
Maybe I should get a special.
Yeah, but these are neighbors that just go to the extreme, even to the point of killing their neighbor just because they were so, overwhelmed with rage and hate and whatever. Mm-hmm. I was watching one episode. This took place down in Kentucky, just on the just outside of Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, there was a couple of them. This one, I remember that when this happened. This was in, I think it was like 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I remember it was on the news. Well, the long and the short of it is there was this community outside of Indianapolis. It was a subdivision.
Sure.
And everybody in the subdivision kind of all knew each other, very neighborly, had block parties and people kind of were friendly. And, it's just kind of the old timey neighborhood type situation, where everybody knew each other and things. Well, there was this hot to trot, middle-aged cougar lady who got divorced, and she got involved with a younger guy who was basically a scam artist.
Right.
And she was dating him and so on and so forth. And people were like wondering what the deal was with her because her personality and everything changed. She went from just being a real neighborly lady to, having, they were kind of distancing themselves from her because of her dalliances with this new boyfriend guy.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somehow, some way, this boyfriend guy talked her into committing arson on the house.
Okay.
For insurance purposes, because they were living high on the hog. I guess she had an expensive taste and things. Mm-hmm. So apparently, what the guy did was that he was going to blow the house up with a gas leak. and she went along with it.
Okay.
And so what they did was they staged it to where they left the house and went to a casino, which was like an hour or two away.
Okay.
And they attempted to blow the house up like 2 weekends in a row, and it didn't quite work. It didn't happen. Well, what they did is this guy, the gas line coming into the house has a regulator. Mm-hmm. Well, he took the regulator out of the gas line, which gives you pure gas directly into the house. And then he had like one of these gas fireplaces, and he took the valve off of the gas fireplace. And what they did was that they put a metal canister inside the microwave, And this was a programmable microwave that could be programmed to come on like hours later.
Right.
And as soon as the microwave went off and it hit that metal canister, it would cause the sparking to go on, and it would be an ignition source, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because he took the regulators and all this other shit off the gas going into the house, it literally turned the whole house into like a bomb. And when this microwave went off, it literally blew that house and 2 houses around it to kingdom come. I mean, it just blew the neighborhood apart.
Right.
And it killed a couple of the neighbors in their house. Wow. This explosion was so huge.
Right.
And of course, they went away. They were not home. And they basically did the same thing 3 weekends in a row. First 2 weekends they attempted to do it. It didn't ignite the gas in the house. And finally, when they just opened up a free flowing gas in that house, they just blew the thing to pieces. Well, after they did all the investigation on it, they basically followed their trail and
right.
watched them on the casino camera, and they went to the casino. They what was the big tell was that they were only going to be there for a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Typically. Well, they boarded the cat.
Oh,
just to go to the casino.
Go to the casino, and then they were like, well, why'd you do that?
Who boards their cat while you're gone away for a few hours?
4 hours or something.
So, of course, that was the big giveaway.
Mm-hmm. So, but really, if they would have just killed one cat, they would have been good.
Yeah, but here's the other thing.
Sure.
They prior to the attempt to blow the house up,
mm-hmm.
they removed all the furniture and all the valuables out of the house. So when the house got blown up and the investigators were investigating, it's like, where's all the furniture?
That must all burned up really deeply.
There was no furniture, no personal effects, no nothing.
Yeah, they were living very slim.
So the neighbors said, well, there's been this van that's been coming in and, they've been loading it from the garage and leaving, and then would come back and they load it from the garage and leave. And
right.
Oh, man, what a mess.
Then they found a receipt for one of those pod things, like in another city or something.
Somewhere they were storing all the furniture.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, boy. What a mess.
Yeah, dude, people suck.
Yeah.
I've been watching one, let me give you the exact name of it. It's on Amazon. It might be, I love these interrogation things. It's called Death Comes Knocking. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's like 10 episodes. This might be the greatest of these kind of shows ever. What it is, I mean, it's the standard thing. It's investigators and they go through the crime and whatever. But the catch to this is they have really, really gruesome video.
Okay.
And they show how they use the video to catch these people. And I mean, it's crazy video. It's like, there's one video, this wife and her boyfriend leads the husband out in the woods, and then they stab him like 37 times or some shit. And you don't see the stabbing, but you see them running away and from somebody else's Ring camera or something.
Right.
But you hear them in the background going, "Don't kill me, baby! Don't kill me! Don't kill me!" and that's how she got caught. Was because somebody else's Ring camera caught the audio and showed the people running, and they were able to manipulate the video and stuff to figure that out, and then they could hear the guy calling her by name, about killing him.
Yeah.
So she's now doing life, but it's great. Oh my God. It's like every single one of them is just crazier than the next. It's like one was some basketball guy from the NBA, and they were robbing him in his driveway. Like they saw him come out of his driveway and he had a necklace or some shit on, and they went and took the necklace off him. And he was just completely like, here, take it, take the car, take the necklace, take whatever you want. And they were like, yeah, fuck you. Boom, boom, boom. And just blew him away anyway. I was like, holy fuck.
I actually remember that story. I actually saw, there was like a documentary on that.
Yeah. But that was one of the episodes. Just crazy, man. This is like I said, it's called Death Comes Knocking. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Very worth watching.
I'll probably watch that because it sounds very similar to The Worst Neighbor Ever.
Yeah, it's all neighborhood stuff. It's all neighborhood stuff. It's very, very good. I like I said, I texted Kelly. I was like, you got to watch this. This is like the best one because she's my murder porn partner, and and so we're constantly throwing this shit back and forth to each other. And I threw her that one, and she hit me up today. She's like, this is fucking great. So good stuff, man. Well, I hope you're not sinning in your heart watching movies or documentaries like that, because there's a lot of hateful, rhetoric and, subject material in there. I'm going to try and be better because as Yusuf Mohammed, I plan to get my 72 virgins. Yusuf Islam. That's right. Yeah. Wasn't that Cat Steven? Yusuf Islam. That was Yusuf Islam. Right. Good for you, Cat. Yeah, good on you. Just think about all the rock star pussy you missed out on because you decided to wear a turban. Well, he probably got all the pussy he needed beforehand. I mean, he was famous for a while, wasn't he? Well, he was like one of the biggest stars of the 70s until he just up and gave everything away and said, I'm dedicating myself to the Islam faith. Yeah. I wonder if he was one of those guys that was like leaning toward doing fag stuff or whatever, and he just couldn't stomach it, so he just turned to Islam instead. Well, he married his wife basically sight unseen. He saw her in a temple or something, or one of their mosques, and he just picked her out of the crowd and just married her. Would he see her eyes? I guess. You have wonderful eyes through that whatever that is. Your beekeeper's uniform. Yeah, exactly. The shadow of your nose is lovely, honey. Let's go on a date. How do those guys find a fucking wife? I have no idea. I mean, how do they know? Every single one of them looks like a fucking rolled up goddamn beach umbrella. Right. That's what they all look like, walking beach umbrellas. And it's like, how do you fucking pick out one and say, that's the one for me? Yeah, she's got great ankles. Yeah, oh my God. Look at the shoes on that one. Holy cow. I could tell she has fair skin by the 2 inches of finger I can see. Right. I mean, Jesus. No, you mean Allah. Allah. Holla, Allah. Not Jesus, Allah. That's right, Allah. Allah Akbar. God is great, baby. Allah, damn it. Too funny. Yeah, just not my cup of tea. No, mine either. Yeah. But that's basically what I've been up to this week. Just, actually turning on the TV a little bit and watching some movies and documentaries and, couple of things, just kind of changing it up a little bit. Well, I did something that nobody will expect. I went out. You did? I did. I'll tell it in the next break because it might take a minute, but yeah, I ventured out of the house for a minute. Oh, how about that? How about that for something new? I got to the point that I had to. I just couldn't be here anymore. I had to get out. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, if I had more places to go, I would get out of the house. Yeah. I leave the house every day, sure. But as far as like any kind of recreational thing, if there was, something more to capture my attention, I would go. Sure. Well, I got a call late. I'll tell the story later. All right. I got a call. I left later. And, a rare moment where I got a call and didn't say, I'm too busy. I was like, oh no, I'm just going to do something. So all I did. Good on you. Well, I think this is a good place to take a break. What do you think? Okay with that. Okay. All right. Well, as always, we're going to play the tunage that you guys and gals have left over at our locals page. If you want to join us over there and get a request in, the easy way to do that is join us over at classicmetalshow.locals.com. It's $5 a month. Helps offset some of the costs that we incur to bring you the show every week. And you get one of the perks is you get to request songs on a Saturday. So everybody who requested a song tonight, as long as I have time, I try to get to everybody's
songs and so on and so forth. And thank you all for your patronage. And
yeah, no doubt.
as always, I'll let you pick the first track going out the gate. So what should we play?
All right, we're going to go heavy as heavy can be. We are going to go Never Give In by Skin Lab from the Revolting Room.
Never Give In, huh?
Yep.
Are you sure it's Give In or Give Up?
Might be Give Up. I don't know. It's on Revolting Room.
Okay. Maybe Skin Lab's all one word, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this again. Yep, there it is. Got it. All right. Well, we're going to play a few tunes and come back and do some more stuff. So for Chris, this is Skin Lab with Never Give In, exclusively here
on your classic metal show.
Hey there, this is Sasha from Halloween, and you're watching CMS TV.
It's Banshee right here on your classic metal show with Precious Metal. They've got a bullet for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Going up by request to Chuck from North Carolina. Just before that, we heard some Crocus featuring Mark Starachi, basically your Bon Scott sound-alike. Bad Boys, Ragdolls for Winter Steel. Union in there with Who Do You Think You Are for John Phillips, and Lex Legion, the King Diamond knockoff band, Dreams of Darkness for King Trump. And of course, we kick things off there with Skin Lab with Never Give In for the one and only Chris Akin.
It's an interesting block of music, to say the least.
Yeah, so good stuff.
Yeah.
Not what do you want to call the name brand songs. At least they're a little deeper cuts for most of them.
Which I applaud that, you know that.
Yeah, good stuff.
I love when they don't go, hey, how about Round and Round? Or
yeah.
Crazy Train would be good tonight.
Yeah.
No.
So there you are. So appreciate the CMS subscribers who have their playlist every week.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if you saw it or not before we get into your story here, but I sent you over a couple of things from some fans since we're talking about fans here. I sent these earlier before the show started.
Well, let's see.
Some email stuff.
I am looking. Oh, here we go. They, of course, went right to spam.
Of course they did.
Give me his 2 emails.
Well, yeah, 2 emails. So I'm going to cover the one from longtime fan Brian Davis. He sent us something that was kind of funny.
Okay.
That I think you might appreciate, especially you, because goddamn, if this guy didn't look like you in a picture somehow. This Brian writes in, "Hey guys, long-time listener, first-time emailer. I was watching Metallica concert from their 1997 free show in a parking lot in Philadelphia prior to the release of Reload. Prior to the show, there's some standard footage showing the fans making their way into the venue. Suddenly, I see 2 guys who look exactly like you 30 years ago. Anyway, thanks for the entertainment over the years and keep up all the great work for more years to come. Hail and kill, Brian near San Francisco."
Mm-hmm.
So there we are. You and I going to a Metallica show in Philadelphia.
No kidding.
Pretty funny.
It's pretty close.
It is close. Got the whole goatee thing going on there.
Yeah.
That guy on the left there does look a lot like you.
He does. He looks like me when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
maybe it is me. Who knows?
Yeah.
Although I didn't have the long hair in 97. That's the only difference.
You had the buzz cut going on.
Yeah. That was when I was in my Phil Anselmo mode.
Right. But yeah, that was pretty funny.
That is funny. Wow. That's crazy.
So I want to thank Brian from near San Francisco for checking in and dropping that to us. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then something a little more near and dear to our heart, only because we grew up around it, and it was such a legendary thing. And we talk about it from time to time, but our friend Matt in Cincinnati sent over a newspaper clipping of what was going on at the Coliseum. Is there a year on that by any chance?
I'm looking for that, and I'm not seeing it, but
it says July 15th.
It's got to be 87 or 80. It's got to be 87 because Aerosmith with Guns N' Roses, by 88, Guns N' Roses was a headliner, weren't they?
Right.
Yeah. Iron Maiden with Ace. Let me put it on the screen here. I'm talking about it and not showing the fans. There we go. Yeah. Wow. Iron Maiden with Ace. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
8-ticket limit. Oop, I'm going the wrong way here. There we go. Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, this has to be when I was in Korea because I don't remember any of these shows. And I would have been at the Michael Jackson show. I would have been at the Aerosmith show.
Yeah.
Probably would have been at the wrestling show.
Yeah, I was in California at that time, so.
Okay.
But I just thought that was kind of a cool little clip.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Sending that over to us. So
sure.
For those of you who are not familiar, there was a venue that was literally placed between Akron and Cleveland. It was out in the middle of a field.
Yes.
And it was easy to get to, easy access in, easy access out. It was right off of 271 and Route 303 in Richfield, Ohio. And it was a great venue to see shows. And it was a great venue to see sporting events, and they had like the monster trucks there, and obviously the Cleveland Cavs played there, and it was just a great venue. I think probably as far as venues are concerned, probably the best thing about it was the access, easy access.
I mean, you get in and out
so quick.
It was such night and day difference for people that don't live here. You won't probably fully understand this. Anybody lives here will. In the summer, if you had a choice between going to a show at the Coliseum or going to a show at Blossom, which is 3 miles away from the Coliseum?
To the east, yeah.
I mean, it's not more than 5 miles away, but night and day, you'll go to the Coliseum 100 times out of 100 times just because getting in and out of it was so easy. Where at Blossom, it's nothing to wait like 3 hours to get out of the parking lot. That's common. That's still commonplace. Yeah, I love I don't think there's as good a place to see a show now than the Coliseum.
Yeah. And it was just so weird. And there's documentaries online if you're into documentaries, but like I think on YouTube there's a few documentaries out there. Some of them are independent documentaries that people have given their history and recollection of the Coliseum, and anywhere from when it was being built to seeing some shows there to the state it was in before they tore it down. A lot of good footage there if you're interested in that. So all you have to do is just go to YouTube or something like that and put in the Coliseum, Cleveland Coliseum, something like that, and you'll find plenty of footage out there.
Sure. I'm going to answer Fuego real quick. Fuego says it sounds like Shoreline and Irvine Meadows. It's sort of like those two, except for both of those places, way easier to get in and out of than Blossom.
Yeah, I used to go to Irvine Meadows all the time. I used to go there quite a bit. Pacific Amphitheater and Irvine Meadows were two that were very similar.
Yeah. I used to go to Shoreline a lot. I saw a ton of great shows at Shoreline when I saw AC/DC with LA Guns there. I saw, what was that tour? It was Judas Priest, Motorhead, Dangerous Toys, and somebody else. It was like called the Masters of Destruction or something.
Okay.
It was in like 88 or 90 or 91 or something like that. And I forget, it had a name. I don't remember the name. Somebody might throw it up there. But I know it was Judas Priest, Motorhead, Dangerous Toys, and there was one other band on it. And I cannot for the life of me think of it, but great show. I liked Shoreline. The only problem with Shoreline was, have you ever been to Shoreline?
No.
Shoreline was almost exactly like Blossom, except for like the lawn. There was like the seats, then there was a big gap that was cemented, and then there was the lawn behind it, like behind the thing.
Right.
And people would get fucked up and just fall over that barrier. They like put up a barrier so because there was cement underneath that people were walking on, and people would just get fucked up and fall over the barrier onto the cement. It was a little bit dangerous over there, but I liked it. I liked Shoreline a lot. Blossom's the worst. Blossom just getting into that place, getting out of that place, having to walk 1.5 miles to get in, which that part's not the bad, but when you're drunk, walking out of that place is a bitch. And then if it's raining or something on top of that at Blossom, what a fucking nightmare. That place has been open, 50 years?
Oh, yeah, it's been around since the late 60s, early 70s, so it's probably 60 years.
How much money would they make if they just had golf carts running people to their fucking cars?
Well, they used to have shuttles they had those bus shuttles and stuff. I haven't been there in decades, but
I don't remember a bus shuttle in the last 2 or 3 years I went.
Well, again, I don't know how long ago, but I remember at one point they did have shuttles that they used to run. They used to be like large golf carts, and they had rows of seats in it.
Yeah, like they show on the intro to Three's Company, where they're all sitting on it. Yeah,
right.
There you go. Thank you, Brian in Tennessee. The Operation Rock and Roll Tour, and the other artist was Alice Cooper.
All right, there you are.
I knew I had seen a show that show. I just couldn't remember who the other band was, but too good. But
well, since you're a big wrestling fella,
yes.
Tell me about the guys that are listed as the feature at that WF wrestling.
WWF here on this thing?
Yeah, WWF. Now, we all know that Randy Savage is dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Let's see.
How about Jake the Snake? Is he still alive?
He's still alive. He actually... come on. Man, my mouse is acting all fucking goofy tonight.
So...
Macho is dead. Ted DiBiase is still alive.
Okay.
Jake the Snake Roberts still alive, but barely. Ravishing Rick Rude dead. I believe The Rock Don Morocco is dead. Greg the Hammer Valentine is still alive, and whoever the others are probably half dead, half alive.
Right. I knew
wrestlers don't live long.
No, they don't. But I knew you would know who's still alive in that group. Those are the classics right there.
Yeah, well, Jake Roberts was so messed up about 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. He did a performance here, and my buddy Kurt, I think you know my buddy Kurt from Pitt, and he was in that band Pitt.
Yeah.
Voodoo Brother. He went down to see the show, and Jake was so fucked up on booze or pills or both or whatever. He was passed out on his back on the hood of a car in the parking lot. Just a fucking mess. And somehow they woke him up and dragged him into the ring at whatever place he was.
This was recent? How long
No,
ago?
10, 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just like, the guy's like 65. He's doing wrestling at 65?
Well, he actually was, these guys never quit. They just end up becoming either agents or teachers or whatever for wrestling. Jake, for the last 5 years, in fact, he literally just announced that he left AEW this week. He was acting as a manager for one of the factions in AEW for the last 5 years. And I know Jake, he was so fucked up and just falling apart. He's one of the rescuees of DDP with the yoga. DDP brought him into his house and locked him in the house and made him do the yoga and made him stop drinking and made him, straighten his shit up. And now he's supposedly much better. So good on him for getting his life together. But I just remember Kurt sending me pictures of Jake Roberts passed out on a car. I was like, what the fuck is this? Just a mess. These guys, the wrestling guys, they're all they're another group. They're like musicians. If they hadn't figured out that they could do this, they'd be fucking washing cars or changing tires or something. They wouldn't be. None of them would be successful. None of them. If it wasn't for Finding Wrestling. Because they're all just fucking dirty scumbags. That's why we're on like season 12 or whatever of the Vice, whatever that's called, the dirty side of the ring or whatever that's called. Mm-hmm. Which is just nothing but horror stories about these wrestlers. From back in the day, killing each other, stabbing each other, fucking like raping stews on planes and shit like that. Just crazy talk. The wrestlers are just a bag of shit normally, but I love it anyway. I don't care. I don't judge. Whatever. Rape whoever you want. Just fucking perform on my TV. I don't care. I really don't. Do you care? Like, do you care what your entertainers do?
No, not in the least.
I couldn't give a shit. Do whatever you're going to do, but be on time and fucking entertain me. That's what I'm paying for. Not for you to be a good guy. I could care less. Dummies.
Well, too many people put too much emphasis on their entertainers that, they're supposed to be some kind of a role model.
Yeah. You can fake fight, so now you're a role model. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just stupid.
Yeah. I sent you one last thing. I don't know if you're capable of playing it or not.
Well, let's find out.
But anyway, apparently the Guru and our good friend Stevie Rochelle gave us a shout out during their live stream, I guess.
Okay.
Mostly you.
Oh, I'm a celebrity,
I guess. But they talked about the show just a little bit and gave you props and things like that. So
yeah, they love me for some reason.
But Frank Knoll, who's a longtime listener, he sent this over, but I don't know if you'll be able to play it or not.
I'm trying right now. Let's see. Well, let's see. Share this tab. Let's try it. Mm-hmm. Or not.
Okay.
Well, let's download it and try it that way.
All right. Should have been a little more prepared since you guys are so interested in us downloading shit.
Yeah, I know. Now, how do I get to this fun thing? And where did it download to? Oh, Jesus, it's a zip file. God damn it.
Nothing can be easy.
No, nothing really can be easy, can it? Open with... Well, let's see. Can I drag you into the timeline? Whoop. What the I don't know if I got it or not. What is this? Now it's tipped over. What is it turned to at the minute? Do you know? Oh, there we go. Great to see the channel. Did you hear Chris and Neely talking about you? Hold on. Maybe it's this whole thing. I think it's this whole thing. All right, here we go. I know this is a real fucking interesting segment here. Here we go.
Chris and Neely talking about you, Guru. Chris Akin from the Classic Metal Show. I've never talked to Neely, but Chris and we text. He has helped me out. I've had questions about technology. Chris Akin is a technology guru, and he's helped.
He's the hair metal guru. I'm the technology guru.
Look at you getting all kinds of props.
Look at that. Getting some love.
Me out with some stuff. One of the reasons that we're probably doing a lot better than we used to do is because of Chris. I watch the Classic Metal Show stuff all the time, and I did hear them talking about me. I heard them talking when they had Eric Ferentinos on, and Chris was like, yeah, that guy's blowing up, and he's, instead of being like, well, fuck that guy, he's like, no, I'm going to help you out because you're doing stuff that I like. And so I will always promote Chris Akin and the Classic Metal Show.
Yeah.
Chris and Neely both. They're both OGs. You know, Chris has been around forever. Before, and they've been doing this podcast. The Classic Metal Show was around before that metal show was around. They've been doing this a long time. And Chris, at some point, if I'm not mistaken, he used to write for, I think it was called the Cleveland Scene. He's from Ohio.
Okay.
And we're talking, you know, late 80s, early 90s or whatever. And I know he was in the military. He was in the Army, right? Is that what he was in?
Yep.
So, but at some point, Chris was part of the music scene going back to when it was, you know, magazines and local, you know, entertainment guides. He was reviewing shows, Judas Priest and Motley and Rat, and so he's always been in the mix. And then at some point when the internet popped up, you know, I knew of those guys when Metal Sludge is around, you know.
Yeah, and you know. People that do this stuff, that do these YouTube music channels, he could be like, I'm not helping that fucking guy. He does something similar to what. No, he's like, no, I'm going to help you out. I like what you do, so I try to, you know, be the same way if at all possible.
Well, fuck you, Guru. I hate you. All right, there's another 10 seconds or so. Here we go.
Got a couple more.
Oh, all right. Well,
yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, there you go. Look at us.
Yeah, so Frank's sending that over.
Well, thank you, Frank.
Yep. So,
and thank you, Guru and Stevie. Appreciate the love.
Keeping an eye out for our stuff.
Yeah, appreciate the love.
Yeah, I mean, when Metal Sludge hit the scene way back in '98. I reached out to the unknowns over there because they were all anonymous people behind the scenes, and I started the Metal Sludge Song of the Week.
Mm-hmm. I remember that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I did the Metal Sludge Song of the Week for years, and they
you
would
were
give
like,
me,
what was your name? Like Wild McDocken or something?
I was Wild McCory.
Wild McCory, and I was Yngwie McAlpine on Metal Sludge. Which is funny because if you pick two musicians that I would never listen to ever, it would be Yngwie Malmsteen and Tony McAlpine. Yeah, that is not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, so I put two drummers together, obviously.
Yep.
So.
And I put two virtuoso dudes.
So there you are, the Guru giving you a shout out.
T-Cuz, bruh, how un-Eddie Trunk of you to lend a hand.
I know.
Come on now. How did Eddie take a punch for this?
because Eddie is all about Eddie. You and I have helped a lot of people along the way with technology and audio things and recording and streaming and all the stuff that we were just like, hey, you know, I like what you guys do. Can you help me get my podcast going?
Sure.
And we always did.
Yeah, I'm always willing to help those that are in our circle, you know, and I look at the Hair Metal Guru as, you know, kind of in our circle. Stevie too. Yeah,
we helped like Red and Jerry get their thing going on, you know, because they really were digging our show, and they wanted to know what kind of, you know, equipment I used and how did we stream and how are we in two different places and still do the show together, and you know, all that kind of stuff.
They're still doing it. They're still doing it too. They've been doing it about 20 years at this point.
Yeah, it's been at least.
Yeah, good for them.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, just a couple shout outs to the people who contribute a few things to the show.
Sure. Floyd Gondoli, Guru would never toss a CMS shirt in the trash.
Perhaps not.
Probably not. Might have to get him one because he'll wear it on his show. So
yeah. Well, I was chatting with Chris McCarville, and the new CMS logo is about ready to go. So,
okay.
So
where are we at with the other thing? Did you take care of that? With the guy?
We've got. I've been told I will give you exactly the words that were used.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. Let me see here. Where is it? Here we go. As far as the rest of the book, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. just need another hour or two with you guys on the 10 to 15 best episodes we discussed, then I can deliver the text.
Okay.
So if you would just give me your list so I can add to my list and come up with 10 or 15 episodes.
Okay, that's fine.
If you would send that to me when you are available.
I'll do it tomorrow.
And then we will get the text, the first run of the book.
Yeah, let's get that done. I mean,
And
we're already into July here, man.
I'm aware.
It's turning into a Christmas book.
I'm aware. This isn't on me.
No. Who's it on, me?
No.
Oh, it's on our writer guy?
Yes.
All right. I was going to say, as long as it ain't me, I
No,
thought I had done everything I had
it's
done.
got nothing to do with you or me.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm game. Whatever he needs.
I've just been keeping tabs on where we're at.
Yeah.
It's like, well, this is where we're at. I'll have the first draft for you here in a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
So that's what's going on there.
All right. Very cool.
Plus getting our guests lined up for interviews as well. We finally got everybody on board and lined up and times and things. So everybody that's going to participate or contribute to the book is on board finally.
All right. Very good. So it's coming together.
Yes, it is. So I've been just trying to steer the ship a little bit as much as I can, but these things take time.
Yeah, it's not as easy as you think.
All right. Well, let's get into your stuff.
All right. Well, this is going to surprise the shit out of you for numerous reasons.
All right.
One, it is something I do this every once in a while, but I do it so infrequently that it's always surprising when I do it. So last night, or yesterday afternoon rather, I get a text from a buddy that works over at the MGM. And he says, "Hey, do you want to come out tonight for Great White?" And you know my love for Great White is almost zero.
Nil, especially that version.
That because it was that version too. Well, that's the only version now.
Well, that's the only version there is now.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then I looked it up real quick, and it's Great White and Mike Tramp.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going. I actually just said fuck it and went.
Was Troy with Mike?
I don't know. I didn't meet anybody. I didn't talk to anybody.
Oh, well, you didn't see anybody on the stage?
I could see him, but I don't know what Troy looks like, honestly.
Really?
I don't pay that much attention, dude.
Okay,
I barely recognized Mike Tramp, and I certainly barely recognized anybody in Great White except for Mark Kendall.
Right.
You know, outside of Mark Kendall, I couldn't name one other person up there.
Okay.
And I know those are like the original guys, aren't they?
Yeah,
most of them.
They are.
They could have been guys that they found in the parking lot. I wouldn't have known any different.
Okay.
So I go to this thing. I watch Mike Tramp. I'm gonna be as fair as I can here. Mike Tramp is doing it the way guys like Don Dokken, David Lee Roth, Vince Neil, maybe Piercy on some nights should be doing it.
Okay, so he's singing within his vocal range, his ability to sing in his whatever range he's at now.
He does no high vocals at all, none. Everything is like, so tell me, baby, on through the night, da 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 da, you know, like that level.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the so tell me, you know, real high.
Yeah.
It's very low register, and the band is tuned to it, and it sounds okay. I'm not going to tell you it was great, but it wasn't bad. He performed what you'd want to hear. You know, he performed, you know, Lonely Nights and Wait.
Little Fighter and Wait.
I mean, his greatest hits run. Mm-hmm. And it was
Lady
cool.
in the Valley.
Yeah, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched that. I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. And then Great White comes out. They start doing their thing. I'm out the door after the third song.
So what you did hear of Great White
sounded okay.
How's their singer? I mean,
he sounds fine.
Is he Jack Russell-ish in his delivery?
Yeah, I guess, but you know me, I'm not a fan. And I mean,
you can recognize whether somebody sounds.
Yeah,
like
I mean, he sounded fine. The band sounded fine. I hate smacking on them because they are really nice guys. I mean,
they are. I mean, but you're not smacking on them. You're just not a fan of the. You're not a fan of the music.
Yeah, I'm just not into.
I mean, it would be like you going to see the Cult.
Yeah, I could do it, but I don't know that I would enjoy it at all. And honestly, I stuck around for 3, maybe 4. I think I saw 4. They played Call It Rock and Roll and Stick It, Lady Red Light, and Face the Day, I think was the one when I walked.
Okay.
And I mean, it was okay, but it's just not my speed. But I felt good about the fact that at least I ventured.
What kind of seats did your friend hook you up with?
They're good. They were like second row.
Oh, nice.
Second row, kind of on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
They were good seats. It's just me. That was good too. Fat guy with 2 seats. That rocks. That's like being on a plane. I was like, fuck yeah, I don't have to push up on anybody or anything to get my fat body onto those little fucking chairs.
Right.
I was like, right on. So yeah, Great White, they were good what I saw. White Lion, I guess they're calling it White Lion and not Mike Tramp, but it was Mike Tramp.
Tramp's White Lion or
might have been, I don't know. I'd show you the t-shirt, but I didn't even look. Dude, the worst part about this thing, I found out that I can't shoot video on my fucking phone. My phone, I didn't even realize it because I never shoot video from it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you probably can't even see. Nah, you can't see it. The little circle things are all busted up on my on my phone.
You drop your phone a lot?
I do. I drop it here and there,
Okay.
But 2 of the 3 circles are all busted up.
Is it in the case or the actual phone?
Well, it's in the case.
No. Is the lenses of the case broken up, or
no?
Is it the lenses?
It's
of
the phone. It's the
really?
phone because look, I'll take it off. When you take off the case, this part's not covered by the case.
Okay.
So I don't know. You could kind of see how it's all busted up.
Yeah, because my case actually has glass covers in the actual case itself, and sometimes the glass cover in the case gets broken.
Yeah, and then you replace the case.
I just peel it off and take it off of there.
Yeah, well, it would have been nice if I had a case that actually encased the phone, but that's a whole nother issue. But yeah, I went to take video and everything was all distorted looking and big white lines through it and shit. And I was like, what is this? I'm doing this shit where I'm cleaning my phone on my shirt and then
it's like, I can't take the cracks out.
Yeah. And it just looked like ass. So I don't have any video, but there you have it. A rare moment that I snuck out and saw something. So bravo, Mike Tramp. Keep on trying, Great White.
Did you, Did you get there before the show started?
Like, I found out exactly what time. You know me, dude. I'm not going to be there 2 seconds early.
All right. But
I literally
you didn't really miss any of Mike Tramp.
No. I literally walked in and within 5 minutes, lights are down and he's on stage.
All right.
That was perfect. I probably wasn't there an hour.
Yeah, well, I mean, what does Mike Tramp get, 40 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't long. So, he played like, I don't know, 7-8 songs, something like that. It was just the White Lion hits. That's all it was. I knew every song, but it was okay. It wasn't bad. I wish that, especially like Don, people that we actually give a shit about, I wish Don would go to one of these shows and watch it and go, yeah, that's what I can do now. Because he'd be great at it. He would be. I will say for Tramp, he runs around like a lunatic still.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
He is in great shape. Him and Rick Springfield. Have you seen Rick Springfield lately?
Rick Springfield is like 75,
77 years old.
Oh, he's 77. Okay.
77. He's still out there shirtless, all ripped. Like, what is going on? He's got to have a surgeon, doesn't he? I can't see a 77-year-old man knocking out sit-ups in the morning.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he does.
Maybe he does. I don't know.
What else does he got to do?
True. Ride a bus, show up to the next show.
He's Rick Springfield. I mean, he's doesn't have to quote unquote work.
No.
So he may just keep in shape.
Yeah.
He's one of these guys. I mean, he was what you call a heartthrob.
Yeah, he was sex symbol at the time. Yeah.
So again, you maybe he's one of those people who've taken it to heart. It's like, listen, I'm a performer. My fans expect a certain level of showmanship.
Sure.
Because he performed for the chicks.
Yeah, he did. He's
not a blue collar dude guy, that doesn't give a shit if he gets a pot belly going on.
No.
He's like what's the guy? Tom Jones.
Yeah. Tom Jones, and he's like 90 and he still looks fairly healthy.
Yeah, but he's a guy that performs for the chicks.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to keep it together.
Keep it together. But and am I crazy in thinking that Pat Benatar's husband wrote and played the guitar on Jesse's Girl? I think that's the truth.
He may have. I don't know.
I do believe. Did Neil Giraldo play guitar on Jesse's Girl? I think he did. Yes. He played the iconic lead solo and the bass on Jesse's Girl.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I knew that. So he was probably already famous by the time he started banging Pat. If he was already in like Rick Springfield's band. Mm-hmm. That's what, 1980?
Yeah.
And when did Pat Benatar come out? Like right around then, right? 79,
I think Pat Benatar actually came out in the late 70s.
Was she older than that? Okay.
Yeah, she didn't get her fame until like the very early part of the 80s. I mean, she was like 79, I think, was like when she really hit the scene.
Yeah. She was so good in that era. Of all the chick ones that came out, I think she's still my favorite. I know a lot of people lean to heart.
You got to remember that Fast Times at Ridgemont High came out in what, 81? 82?
Yeah, I think, or 82. I think 82.
And the girls in the movie were mimicking Pat Benatar.
Yeah, Pat Benatar, right.
So she started in the late 70s.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been what, like Promises in the Dark or that
Something
era?
Like that, yeah.
I jumped on the Pat Benatar train on Crimes of Passion, which was 1981, I believe. That was the first album I had from her. And then my favorite was Shadows of the Night, or whatever that album was called. Was that called? Get Nervous?
Yes, Get Nervous.
Get Nervous. It had Shadows of the Night and Little Too Late. And, those two records had most of her hits, like Hell is for Children and Hit Me With Your Best Shot. She doesn't play Hit Me With Your Best Shot anymore. She doesn't play it because because of gun violence in America or some bullshit. So she doesn't play Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
Stop it already.
Who the fuck wants to see Pat Benatar and not see that song?
Who even related Hit Me With Your Best Shot as a gun thing?
Her?
Like shooting somebody, that's punching.
I read a thing with her and she said she just didn't feel comfortable in the world we live in today singing Fire Away.
Oh, stop it.
Fuck off.
Stop it.
Fuck off. Give me my money back.
Kind of taking things a little bit too far, especially with your own songs. I can't sing this song anymore because it's too relatable to gun violence.
Yeah, stop it.
Because Hell is for Children.
Well, she sings that in every show.
Right.
I saw Pat right before the pandemic. And she still puts on a really good show. Yeah, me and Kelly went down and saw, but she was still playing Hit Me With Your Best Shot at that point because we saw that song. That was 2019, I think it was, when we saw her.
And beside the people who are, guilty of a lot of gun violence don't listen to her music anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're way too old for that.
And plus, she doesn't rap, so.
Yeah. She should be saying at this point for her, I'd be, hit me with the oxygen.
Right.
Fire away. Let me breathe today. Yeah. She puts on a great show still. And boy, she has a lot of hits. It is weird though. Like you've done this too. You've seen bands that you saw when you were young and now. Where you've seen them age out and not be any good anymore. She's one of them. I mean, vocally, she's still very good. But the first time I saw her was 83 or 4, somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. And it was Get Nervous tour. And it was her opening, or I guess it might have been a dual headline or something, but it was her first and then ZZ Top. And ZZ Top was on Afterburner. And Pat came out and she was fucking running around the stage, and Neil Giraldo was ripping on guitar and running around the stage, jumping around, going all crazy and having fun. Then ZZ Top with their most boring show in the history of boring. Just standing there. They literally just stood there and do that dun 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 dun, just moving the guitars a little bit back and forth. And then they had like guitar stands in front of them that they would hook the front of the guitar to somehow and spin it.
Yeah.
It was the fucking dumbest show ever. It sucked so bad. It really sucked. I mean, musically it was great, but it was boring. And Pat Benatar was so full of energy that it really made it worse for ZZ Top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you came off of a high energy show, and then you settled in with this kind of this blues,
this boring, cheap sunglasses, dun 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 dun. But now Pat, when I saw her in 2019, she's ZZ Top now.
Yeah, of course.
She doesn't move. She just kind of walks forward and back a little bit.
I don't know.
And Neil Giraldo, who used to be a lunatic on guitar, now he just stands in his little corner. Can't wait to tell a story about, this was the first song that I wrote with Pat about this or that or whatever. And that's it. It's a totally different thing, but they still sound good. But it really is depressing that we're aging out. Like, I don't know if you saw, did you see that your boy Mellencamp kicked off his greatest hits tour?
Yeah, I
He's
saw
actually
that.
playing hits.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sounded pretty good, but man, does he look old.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, he looks like fucking, which is the one with the big forehead, Beavis or Butthead?
I guess it would be Butthead.
That's what he looks like now.
Yeah.
With the stupid gas station clothes and the big head and the hair feathered back or whatever.
Yeah.
He looks like a goof, but he's still sounding. I watched like 4 or 5 videos from the first show, and I was like, Mellencamp's still bringing it. Sounds good.
I wouldn't mind going, but again, I'm just tired of the bullshit that it takes to go to a show these days.
Yeah, well, I hear you. And you'd have to see that. That would have to be at like the United Center or something.
Well, it's going to be at Tinley Park, which is like
Park.
Blossom. Yeah, it's just like Blossom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of effort to see John Mellencamp, who you've seen better. You know, you've seen him perform better than he's performing now.
Yeah, I met him on the Whenever We Wanted tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen him about 10 times.
I've seen him, I know once, maybe twice. I know I saw him because it was 3 shows in 3 days. It was Mellencamp one day. These are all at Blossom.
Mm-hmm.
Or Blossom. Coliseum. It was December. It was Mellencamp one night, Kiss the next night, Prince the next night. 3 straight nights in like December of whatever. What would the Aha tour have been? 84, 85?
83.
83. Well, that's when it was.
Mm-hmm.
That whatever that tour would have been for those 3 bands, that's what I saw. Purple Rain was the Prince one. I know that. And he was really good. He was really, really good. But I wouldn't go now. I don't want to hear all his political horse shit.
I think he's sort of let that die down.
Did he?
He got a lot of backlash from that. And then
People
when he
probably
was
stopped
on,
going.
and then when he was on that Bill Maher podcast, he basically made the comment that he says, I'm done talking politics. Done
good.
talking about it.
Well, that's a good move because a lot of people won't go to the show. I wonder if he felt that. If he felt that people just weren't going to the shows because of him and his stupid politics.
Well, the problem is that his main audience are blue collar Midwestern people, and they're typically conservative, voters. They're not the liberal New Yorkers and coastal people. They're the Midwest breadbasket people.
Well, where does he live now? Did he move to L.A. and become one of them?
No, he's always been that way. He just lives south of me here.
I was going to say, I thought he was from Indiana.
He still lives in Bloomington. He's got a big house out on a lake in Bloomington, outside of the college, Indiana University over there.
So go sit in class and let those people brainwash him? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, they got a statue of him over at the university.
Really?
Yeah, and he's got a memorabilia store in Seymour, Indiana. He's got a store, and I think one of his daughters actually run it. And if you want something autographed, if you buy something there, he'll autograph whatever it is that you bought. If you want to come and get it later or have it sent to you or whatever it is.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Does the statue have the big forehead and the stupid hair? He looks goofy. You got to admit, he looks really goofy. Why doesn't he just let the hair sit?
I don't know. He's got that big flip in the front.
Yeah, he looks like a greaser from the fucking Outsiders or something.
But I think that's what he's looking for. He's going for the the traditional blue collar gas station working man type of thing. The whole Bruce Springsteen with his work boots guy.
Sure.
Trying to be that guy.
Trying to pretend he's blue collar, just like Springsteen.
Right. He's pretending he's small town.
Yeah. Because he's from a small town. I remember him telling me that.
Yeah, because he even married an LA doll and brought her to the small town. Now she's small town just like him.
Just like him.
Yeah.
Because ain't that America, the home of the free?
Exactly. So that's his audience, and they don't care for that liberal bullshit because it's like that's not who you've portrayed yourself to be in your music anyway.
Yeah, we want to hear about the guy that fucking can't afford a pink house.
Right.
That's all he can afford. It's really just a painted trailer or something. That's what we want to hear. That is.
I know.
I mean,
that's what he's made his whole career off of is just being a blue collar, small town, everyday man.
Yeah. And now he's just a dick.
I think he's always been a dick.
Well, I think that too.
I don't think that's anything new.
No, probably not. Probably not anything new for him.
The one thing that I do like about the fact that what he does have in his band, he got his original violinist, fiddle player back, Lisa Germano.
Okay.
She was gone for like 20 some years, and she came back to the band like about a year or so ago. She was always really cute.
That's the only reason it matters.
It does. She was cute. She was fun to watch.
That's funny. Oh, that's good.
But she's old, just like the rest of everybody.
Right. Well, everybody's old. I mean,
they're all old.
He doesn't have anybody like in his band that's like 23 or something, does he?
I don't. He's had a revolving door of players, but I don't even think his original. He had his original band for quite a long time, and then he fired Kenny Aronoff.
Right.
And, Kenny is a journeyman drummer, so he's played with everybody from John Fogerty to.
Yeah, now he's with Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar. He plays with everybody. I mean, Kenny Aronoff is like the shit when it comes to being drummers. He's like the drummer's drummer, So he was in that band for a long time, and what's his name? It was his friend. Most of his guys are retired now that were in his original band. And Toby Myers, he passed away. His bassist passed away like 3 or 4 years ago. And Mike Wanchik, I think he retired. And so most of us guys that were the band that made us know who Mellencamp was, I don't think any of the guys are still in the band anymore.
I only ever knew him. I never knew another name in the band ever. You saying Kenny Aronoff, I'm like, oh wow, Kenny Aronoff. I know that name, but I don't. Sure. And I probably saw him perform. I mean, I saw him on the tour. Was he in the band then?
Yeah, he was in that band then.
So I saw him then. Yeah, I never know. And especially back then, I was stoned or drunk or whatever. It's always a mess.
Stoned, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
It was a fun way to go through life in those days, though. It really was. But,
yeah.
All right, before we take a break, I have one mashup I want to share with you.
All right, please do.
It's our buddy Bill McClintock.
Okay. Oh, no!
I know.
I hope he isn't going to ruin a Sabbath song or something.
No, he's not.
I hate these mashups. They suck.
They're the worst. But it's just because we're fucking idiots that love stupid things. That's why.
Bill McClintock, when it comes to mashups, he is the GOAT.
Well, this one, you're going to like this one.
Yes.
This one is titled as Ratte, Smooth Operator.
Okay. All right.
I heard it. I just loved it. As I always do with these things. I just love them.
Little Sade and some Rat mix.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good.
This is a good one. So check it out. This is Smooth Operator from Ratte.
All right.
Here we go. ones ever.
Just the fact that he put that 2-second clip in there when he threw in that round and round.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is
just mix that teeny little clip in there.
That's what I'm saying. This is one of the best ones ever. I listened to this, had to be 15 times in a row.
I did like the one where he did the California Raisins one.
That was good too. This is just as perfect as they come.
Yeah,
it flows perfectly,
and I like how he matches up the video to be just perfect.
Yeah, McClintock's in another world with this stuff. He's just so good at it. Just good stuff, but
it's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. You guys check it out. Rate Smooth Operator. It's out there on YouTube.
Perfect.
Perfection.
Like it.
Yep. So there you have it.
Heard it through the grapevine. that one he did with the rat. Heard it through the grapevine. That was a really good one. I like that one a lot.
He's just good, man. He's the king of this stuff. Nobody else is even close. Honestly, I mean, I've watched a bunch from other people, and they always have a place in them somewhere where it fucks up.
Yeah, it isn't as smooth and seamless as these.
Yeah, these are just. I would love, and I've reached out to this guy so many times trying to get him on. I would love to interview him and find out how long it takes to do one of these things and how he does it. I mean, I guess you could just lay in the track and slowly put together the video.
But you also got to have an ear for it. Go. You know what would make a good mashup? Because would you have ever put those two songs together?
No. I don't know. Again, that's why I would love to interview this guy. I have no idea how he does this. And I'm a tech guy. Usually I could say, now see Brian in the from Tennessee, AI probably does it. No. He's been doing it way before AI.
Way before AI.
He's probably been in this 8-9 years now, don't you think?
I think it's been longer.
Has it? Yeah, it's been a long time. Demon says he's done interviews. They are online. I've tried to get him. Maybe it's the fuck you pal hand job that scares him away. Could be. I had to stop putting that even on the fucking thumbnails because YouTube was dinging us for him. Because it said fuck you pal on the fucking logo. So now I don't put the logos. And as dumb as that sounds, the videos get twice as many views just by not putting the logo on the thumbnail.
That's funny.
Fucking stupid.
I know, it's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's take a break here.
All right.
Shelly went to see Def Leppard.
Nice.
She said she had a phenomenal time seeing the show and so on and so forth. And so she would like to hear some Def Leppard. So she would like to hear something from the Adrenalize release. She would like to hear the song White Lightning.
Well, feel better, Shelly. I hear she's not feeling well.
She's under the weather?
I heard she might be in the hospital.
I thought she was in the chat room. Maybe I'm...
No, she's not in the chat room, and somebody said she might be in the hospital, so...
Oh.
I don't know what's going on, but feel better there, Shelly.
All right, well, she did put a request into the chat room, though, or I mean, into the locals.
Yeah, well, that could have been Monday.
The 7th. Yep.
Today's the 11th, so.
Yeah, so a few days ago. Yep. Okie doke. All right. Well, feel better, Shelly. I hope if you're listening to the show. But we're going to play her song and play some Def Leppard White Lightning. So here's Def Leppard exclusively here
on your classic metal show.
What's up? This is Mike from the band Noose, and you are watching CMS TV.
On your classic metal show with Feel. That one going out by request to Foreheady Trunk. He's been on a big star kick lately. Just before that, we heard some Uriah Heep in there with Look at Yourself for Jackal. Red Zone Rider in there featuring Kelly Keeling with The Hand That Feeds You. That for T. Cuz Bruh. Supergroup. Remember Supergroup, Chris? We interviewed them guys like a long time.
A long time ago. That was like 20 plus ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, Supergroup.
Yeah.
With Sexy Summertime for Micro Goat, and kicking off that block there with a Cult from the Sonic Temple release with Sweet Soul Sister for Mark Russell.
There you go.
Did it give you enough time to do what you had to do over there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just lost track of where we were. That's all. That's why I was texting you, was I just lost track. I didn't know where we were.
I did not get your text until I was just about ready to get back in here because I was busy shitting on the floor. Just to get to the spirit of things.
Right on. There you go. Yeah. Take a good whiff. A good smell of feces to make the show better.
Yeah, nothing like a good whiff of duty.
That's right.
Duty.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are rolling along here at a very, very quick clip. Just like everything in our life, it's going extremely fast.
That's right.
I looked up at the clock. I was just like, holy shit, it's almost 12:15 my time.
We're almost done.
I know. Look at that. So, anyway, you got any more stuff?
Oh, I have tons of stuff. I have so many stories. Let me delete the Anthrax story off of my list. I actually keep lists here these days.
Yeah, well, my list is emails to myself. I email junk to myself through the week, and that's how I keep track of stuff. And then, of course, our fans periodically, like Brian Bauman, he sends us in stories. A lot of our other fans send in stories. Who else sent me stories this week? Four-Heady Trunk sent me stories this week.
Okay.
So, I've got stories too. I just didn't know if you had more interesting stuff than what I have.
No, I don't know if it's more interesting or not, but it is of interest, I guess.
Because Four-Heady Trunk did send in the one of the guy cutting his dick off.
There you go. I figured that would be in there. Look, I'm gonna shut this down right now. There will be no bonus time.
For what reason?
There's no reason to do bonus time.
Well, I mean, why is that even a subject?
Because it's in the chat by 2 or 3 people wanting bonus time. There's not going to be bonus time.
Well, we still got almost 2 hours worth of show to do.
And let me be real here. It's 3:00 in the fucking morning when we're done here, and I got to process this shit, which will take me till 6 or 7 a.m. I'm not pushing it back.
You still got almost 2 hours of show to go.
You know what? If we start doing 8-hour shows, nobody's going to listen. Nobody listens to the fucking 6 we give them. To be honest, other than the hardcores that listen to the whole show live, I mean, I look at the numbers. We do roughly about 20 minutes of a video on average. People listen to about 20 minutes. We could cut this show in half and people would listen to exactly the same amount that they do. Exactly the same. And believe me, the way my back has been some weeks lately, the thought of cutting the show in half has definitely crossed my mind. But I'm trying to fix my back instead of fucking cutting down the show. So stop asking for bonus time. Or I'll cut it to 3 hours, and then if you're lucky, you'll get that bonus time to 3.5 hours. So shut
Usually
up.
when people ask for bonus time is when there's the time change, and I'm thinking, what time of the year is it?
Yeah. There's no bonus time tonight. There's just not. You want bonus time? Go listen to the old shit. I'm putting it up daily. I'm putting up old segments every single day. Stuff you haven't listened to in 15, 18 years, some of it. It's old, so.
All right.
Well, let's get into some music stuff, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
This story, I so want to like this band. I really, really do. And it has guys in it that you are friends with. It has guys in it that I'm friends with. So for a lot of reasons, I want to like the band. The music is pretty good. I would not say it's great, but I would say the music is pretty good. But this band, considering that they have every advantage in the world, is a shit show. Of course, I'm talking about the Dead Daisies. You like them, right?
Yeah, I do.
And I know you're friends with Doug Aldrich.
Yes.
And I'm friendly with John Corabi.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you are as well, right? Or you at least know him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure who else is in the band at this point. I mean, I've interviewed David Lowy, Michael Devon, I do not know. And who's the other guy? I don't know who the other guy is. But we know guys in this band. We want to support this band. We like the band. But look at this fucking headline. John Corabi isn't sure he is employed by the Dead Daisies.
Well, I mean, is it... Here's the thing, and we've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is this really a band? This is a project.
Well, I mean, they tour, so I mean...
Yeah, but I mean, they're not... When you think about a band, you think about, a cohesive...
Well, do you, though? I mean, what is Megadeth?
Well, it used to be a band.
Is it not a band anymore?
No, it's a Dave Mustaine project.
All right.
It's like Wasp. Wasp is not a band.
You don't think... I think if you asked them, they would tell you they're absolutely a band.
But they, these guys with this revolving... Well, again, this David Lowy, this is his project.
This is his toy.
He is a very wealthy person who uses this as a vehicle for getting his yayas out.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is it.
I don't think he's making a living as a band.
No, he's like, whatever it is that he does.
I mean, when you can bring in a Glenn Hughes to do a couple of records with you, and then Glenn is off doing his own Glenn Hughes thing, and then they bring John Corabi back in, and they, that kind of stuff. It's a project. It's just a revolving door project.
I guess. I don't know. When I read you these quotes, John Corabi sure thinks it's a band. So I don't know.
Do you think it was a band when he was out and Glenn Hughes was in?
Yes, and that's sort of the problem. Glenn, I don't know, you may not have seen this. They announced today or yesterday or the day before that they're doing another Glenn Hughes show in LA or somewhere.
Yeah, they did one here at the Arcada a couple of weeks ago.
And now they're doing another one. So somebody was interviewing Corabi and asked Corabi, what the fuck's going on? And his I'll read it to you and you tell me. I think he's fired, and he doesn't want to shit on him because he might want the callback. But I think he's been let go again and nobody's telling him.
Mm-hmm. Or the wind is blowing a certain direction and this David Lowy guy wants to work with Glenn Hughes. But
when you hear the description, though, you're going to be like, yeah, this is shitty.
Yeah, well, but the thing is do you think Glenn Hughes looks at this as a band, or do you think of this as just him making his, working with these guys for the time being?
Well, I think Glenn Hughes always thinks Glenn Hughes is the center of everything.
That's correct.
Glenn Hughes is the center that everybody orbits around.
Right.
Not David Lowy. If David Lowy's in a band with Glenn Hughes is still the goddamn son.
Well, of course he is.
And I think I think Hughes does it for money, honestly. Well, I don't know this, and he probably enjoys it. But
he probably enjoys it, but I'm sure he gets paid handsomely to be the lead singer. I mean, he's a legendary guy. Mm-hmm. And what unknown group could go, hey, let's just get Glenn Hughes to come in and sing with us?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's certainly not doing it because he wants to play with Michael Devon and Doug Aldrich.
No, I'm sure he's being paid handsomely for his time and his efforts.
He's a contract guy. But I don't think, and again, I don't know, but I don't think it's been presented to John Corabi that way. I think it's presented to him. In fact, I interviewed him and asked him about coming back into the band, and he certainly didn't say, well, I'm on a 2-year contract or anything. He said, yeah, I rejoined the band.
Okay. Rejoined.
rejoined the band.
Did he leave the first time on his own, or
no?
See,
no, he was fired.
He's like, well, we're going to work with Glenn for a while.
Yeah,
we'll call you when we need you.
And they brought him back, did a record, did a tour. See, here's the crux of this, and again, I don't know the specifics of this, but I'm reading between the lines a little bit, and I'm trying to remember my own interview with Karabi. I really think Karabi told these guys or asked these guys, what are we doing in the next 12 months? And they said nothing. They want to take time off.
Okay.
And Karabi said, okay, well, I'm going to do a solo record. I've got these songs. They don't fit here. I want to put these songs out.
Plus, I think Karabi still needs to make a living.
True.
So he can't just sit on hiatus waiting to work. He's got, listen, I got to go to work.
Right. And I agree with that. But I think what ended up happening is Karabi leaves to go do this, much like a guy named Don that we know that has told me and you both 400 times, this is the last run. This is the last set of shows. This is the last year. How many times have we heard that from Don? And then at the end of the year, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm ready to do something else.
Yeah. And you know, he clarified that, I think, in an interview not long ago. He says, well, when I said we were winding down, I mean, we're winding down the number of shows we'll do a year.
Yeah.
You know,
but that's not what he said.
No,
he can spin it any way he wants to down the road.
But it's no different than Lynch saying, this is the last run for Lynch Mob, and then next thing you know, hey, there's a new Lynch Mob record.
Yeah, same thing. Same exact thing. And I think that's what's going on here. I think Lowy committed to taking a year off.
Mm-hmm.
So Karabi filled it with solo record and solo shows. Because he's off in Europe or somewhere. He put together an all-star band with Marco Mendoza and a bunch of hotshot players are playing with him. He's out on the road, and then all of a sudden, Lowy either had a change of heart or sees Karabi out there and is like, well, what the fuck? He should be here if he's going to be out playing. And then changed up and said, well, hey, Glenn, what are you doing right now? You doing anything? Come on back in. Let's do some gigs.
Well, this is what happened you remember back in the early part of the 2000s, right after LA Guns released Waking the Dead, and Tracy joined up with Nikki Sixx to do the Brides of Destruction. Mm-hmm. Well, he wanted the other guys in LA Guns to take a hiatus.
Right.
Well, he went to go work with Brides of Destruction, and they were just like, well, we got to work.
We got to eat too.
Yeah, we can't sit and wait for you to come back and not work. Because Tracy wanted them to take a hiatus.
Right.
And Phil and Steve were like, well, what are we supposed to do while you're off running around with Nikki Sixx? Well, I'll come back. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with Nikki Sixx in Brides of Destruction.
Right.
And while I'm away, this is going to help raise the profile of LA Guns. And then when I come back to LA Guns, then hopefully we'll get, some bigger gigs or opening slots or, bigger tour or something,
Right.
And the rest of the guys were like, fuck that. We're going to sit at home doing nothing and not make a dime and not do anything while we wait for Tracy to come back. And they just said, well, okay, we'll get Stacey Blades and we'll continue on. And that's what caused that big rift for a while.
Right. Well, I got a feeling we're going to have a wave in the Dead Daisies camp.
Yeah.
So this interviewer from Rock Interview Series asked Karabi what was going on. If there were, he was asked if there are still plans for him to do more recording and touring with the Dead Daisies. And here's his answer. I'm not sure, dude, because to be quite honest with you, I don't know what is going on with that band right now. Michael and I are just kind of sitting here scratching our heads because last year when I told management I got this record deal, I told them, hey, I signed a deal with Frontiers. I'm going to do a solo album. And they were like, okay, cool. And then later the management was like, you know what? Actually, we're going to take a year off. David's going to go hang with his dad. So knock yourself out. You've got a whole year to finish your record and go promote it. And then we're on tour. And then all of a sudden it's like they're doing a show with Glenn Hughes.
Yeah, Arcada.
Yeah, who I adore. So don't read anything into that. I love Glenn Hughes. But it's like, then they released a live record that it was from the show that we did on the last tour. They released the record like 1 week after mine, and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on right now. So Michael and I are like, are we still employed by the Daisies, or I don't even know what's going on, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I'm happy doing what I'm doing, and I'm very proud of the record that I just delivered. Fired, right. So fired.
Well, what about Michael Devin?
Fired, so fired.
For what reason?
Who knows?
Well,
what reason does anybody get thrown out of this band?
I understand, but what was the reason? What is Michael Devin doing? What is
I don't know if maybe he's out with Karabi, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
They teamed up, and he said, well, since you're going out, playing anyway, and Dead Daisies isn't doing anything, can I play along with you?
Might be. And again, that's a total guess from me that's what he's doing. I don't know anything about Michael Devin. And then this just goes on to say that, yeah, he's back with Glenn Hughes.
Who's playing bass currently in Dead Daisies?
Don't know. I can look. Let's see. Dead Daisies. 2026 members. Let's see. Well, it still lists as bassist Michael Devin and drummer Sarah Tomac. I don't know who. It doesn't really say.
All right. So again, project.
Yeah, could be.
It's not really a band. It's a thing. It's a project. It's like, hey, are you available? Hey, we need a guy play some tunes with us.
Yeah.
Because obviously the only consistent member is David.
And Doug. Hasn't Doug been there the whole time?
I think so. I'm not positive, but I think so.
I think he's been there. But they've had a zillion members. They had the In Excess guy was there for a minute, Stevens, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And then Karabi, then Hughes, then Karabi.
Yeah.
Now Hughes.
Whichever the way the wind is blowing today, that this is and the thing is once Hughes is done doing what he's doing with them for the time being, this Lowy guy may have his eye on another guy. I've always wanted to work with that guy.
He might.
And bring somebody else in. It's just like, I've always wanted to work with, whoever, Jeff Scott Soto.
Yeah, could be. And I know Jeff would jump at that.
Of course.
Lord knows he likes playing in like 43 bands at once.
That's my point. So if Jeff Scott Soto were on his radar, he'd probably reach out and go, hey, we're going to do some shows, or I got some new songs or whatever, and it would just fit your style and blah, blah, blah. And why don't you jump on board with us?
It could be. I don't know. Again, for me personally, and again, this is only me, maybe it's only me, I have a hard time supporting a band that just keeps jumping key members like this. Like, I don't think I could ever be a fan of a band that has a different singer every album or two. And that's the problem I run into with the Dead Daisies. I mean, you know how much I fucking love John Karabi. He's one of those guys that if he was having a concert reading a phone book, I would fucking go. That's how much I enjoy that guy's music.
Right.
And for whatever reason, I'm not really into the Dead Daisies very much. They're okay, but I like what Corabi does more away from them. You know, and I should like them. Don't you think? I mean, it's John Corabi and it's straight up hard rock. It's just another version of Union.
Well, again, it's I think it has to do with familiarity and consistency and, you know, something to make you familiar with the band to where I'm looking forward to the next record. You know, that last record was killer. And then all of a sudden, oh, well, we're working with Glenn Hughes now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's he going to bring to the table? And then it's like totally different vibe than what John Corabi brought to the table.
Well, and that was the problem with the Hughes records with the Dead Daisies. They didn't sound like the Dead Daisies anymore. Right. They sounded like Glenn Hughes. You know, because Glenn Hughes has a very specific sound. His voice and the songs he sings on command a certain style.
Mm-hmm.
Where Corabi is a lot more freewheeling. He'll do whatever.
This still reminds me of Jonathan Cain with all his projects,
right?
Like Soul Circus.
No, that's Neil Sean.
That's what I mean. I forgot. I meant Neil Sean, but same thing. You know,
where he was doing Sean and Hammer, and
he just does different projects.
Mm-hmm. He does, and none of them hit for that exact reason.
Yeah, because there's no
cohesion.
Yeah, cohesion, familiarity. Get people excited about it. It's just like, oh, well, here's another project from Neil Sean.
Right. Yeah. Well, good luck. I don't know what it's going to turn into, but for now, I guess if you like Glenn Hughes, you can go check out the Dead Daisies with Glenn Hughes.
Well, when you're a David Lowie guy who's got a lot of money and he doesn't rely on this as his living, and for him, as you said, it's his toy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to, you know, sell records, and he doesn't have to, you know, produce, you know, especially if you have a shit ton of money and you can afford to pay your players and go, yeah, you know what? Who's a good singer this week? You know what? Let's see what his price is to play with us.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's the problem I have with it, is that band is so hard to read that I've just given up trying to read it. Because they have been through so many musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, it doesn't it feels like, what was that stupid band? Contraband. Remember Contraband?
Yeah, well, that had a bunch of
Shark Island guy.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different singers and players, and Vixen. I think Jan Keeneman was in that. I think
maybe,
and I think
Schenker.
Michael Schenker, and I think Tracy Guns was in that.
Yeah, Tracy was in it too. It's like
so it was just an all-star lineup thing.
Yeah, but those never amount to anything.
No, because it's not long term. It's a project again. It's just a, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's move out of that one for a minute. I think we beat that one to death. Let's go to what has been the big talk of the week. The return of Bon
passing away.
No, total eclipse of the breath, I guess. No, the return of Bon Jovi.
Yes.
4 years later, after this major throat reconstruction
and therapy and you know,
documentary to get you to feel bad for poor John and I don't know what else. That horrible Tony Robbins appearance back earlier in the year. Well, they're back. They're doing a residency at Madison Square Garden. I think it's like 10 nights or something.
That's pretty ambitious, don't you think?
I do think that, yeah. I'm gonna say this. I was surprised before we play it, and we will play some of the music. I'm not gonna judge the music yet, but
all right.
I saw the night one set list like the night it happened. It actually, I think it happened. The first show was when we were on the air last week, I believe.
So is the Triumph tour wrapped up now, and Phil
I
X
have no idea.
Dedicate time to this, or what's
well,
going
Phil
on?
X is on stage for this, so
okay.
Whatever's going on with Triumph, I don't know, but Phil X is over here now.
All right, I'm over here now.
He's over here now. He knows where his bread is buttered.
There, but now I'm over here now.
He knows where the bigger checks are. He goes and gets them.
Well, again, I don't know Phil X from shit. I know that you interviewed him, but from the stuff that I've witnessed him doing, I gotta give him major props. Didn't know the guy at all. Didn't know anything about this guy. But aside from his replacing Richie Sambora, yeah. And what I saw him do with Triumph and his abilities and stuff, I'm a fan.
I'm a big fan of him, man.
I'm a fan now. I'm a fan of Phil X, and I don't know shit about the guy.
He really should be one of the more highly regarded guitar players. He's in that same boat as like Steve Brown from Trickster,
right?
Who can absolutely shred, but has never really been in a band where he can absolutely shred. You know what I mean? Or
right?
He's never been in a big band
or get the notoriety.
Yes,
for being that. I mean, one of the guys that should get some notoriety, but I think it was too little, too late, is John Levin.
Yeah,
John Levin is a player.
Yeah,
that
he can play.
He can play, but he's never going to get the notoriety that his counterparts do.
Yeah,
because that era is gone. It's over.
Because he's not in a band that's really considered a new creator anymore. I mean, True. I know they put out an album every now and again, but he's considered to be a nostalgia band.
Yeah, but he came along after the Shredders were a thing.
Mm-hmm. If he would have stayed a little longer in Doro, he probably would get the credit.
Maybe.
He probably would have, because I mean, it would have been hard to ignore the talent with Doro. I think it would have been hard too, but who knows? Anyway, it didn't happen. Doesn't matter. What does matter is that John Bon Jovi and company are back.
All right.
And like I was saying, ambitious as fuck set list. It's like 23 songs or something. For a guy that's coming off of throat surgery, I think most people would have been okay with the Poison set that's like an hour 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just him doing, do the biggest hits, do Prayer, do Bad Name, Bad Medicine.
Dead or Alive.
I don't know, Runaway maybe. Whatever the biggest ones are.
Does he break out Blaze of Glory?
I didn't see it on there. I don't think so.
Well, I know that was more of a solo John Bon Jovi thing, but do you throw that into the set list ever?
Might be too hard to sing.
Maybe.
I mean, that is the one thing about this. I really kind of scoured the list of the songs, and there's a lot of the newer stuff in there, which is good. The songs aren't good. The songs are wretched, but it's good for him because those are written in the register he can sing in. So if he has 5 of those songs that nobody knows from the last 3 records, from This House Is For Sale or whatever, those shitty
not for sale,
whatever, that record or
don't
Forever
even
record,
asking, because you're not going to buy it, pal.
If he sings those songs, I think he can get through. But some of the other songs are a challenge.
Right.
So he came back. We're just going to play it. You haven't seen any of this?
I have not.
All right, good. I'll give you your choice. I'm going to keep one for last, but you can take your choice. Living on a Prayer, I'll Be There For You, You Give Love a Bad Name.
Well, let's go with the Shot Through the Heart, because you're to blame.
All right. Let me pull it right up here. And I'll get it. Share it here. Extend it here. I'm going to stop here just before he starts. Who the fuck are these guys?
No idea.
Is this the Hugh McDonald guy? Maybe? He's been there a while, right?
Yeah.
Bass player, Hugh McDonald. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that's him. I have no idea who this guy is.
I don't think Alec John Such will be joining them anytime soon.
Probably not. Odds are good he will not be.
He will not be there.
No. All right, well, here we go. He sounds okay, looks healthy.
Look at the size of that guitar rig in front of that guy.
Yeah.
That's the size of that's the size of a full piano board. I mean, is every one of those buttons in effect?
I don't know. And why does he need them? He's not even the lead player.
I know. Look at the size of that effects rack.
That's a lot.
Is he just triggering tracks with his foot?
He might be. Well, I am going to admit, I loved this angle of this show because you could really kind of get a good look. Because I was wondering if he was really singing or not.
Yeah.
Or if it was tracks. And it does look like he's really singing here.
Okay.
It looks like it. Maybe we'll pick up something that I missed, but it looks like he's delivering the songs. Now, what we decide if it's good or not, we'll figure that out. But
all right. Well, I'm just mesmerized by the size of that effects rack on the floor. Holy cow!
You can get your daily steps in just hitting those effects.
That thing is massive.
There's got to be 60 buttons. It looks like each row's like 20 effects, doesn't it?
I know, it does. I don't think I've ever seen a board that big on the floor.
Oh, that's a big one, all right. And what is this right here? Is this a monitor? Not a monitor, like a video monitor?
Well, it could be.
For words or something?
Yeah.
It's something.
It could be a monitor and it could be a teleprompter type thing.
Yeah, that's what I meant, a teleprompter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely something that's built into the floor. It's not just a piece of the floor. Something is there specific. But all right, well, let's check it out. Here it is. It's You Give Love a Bad Name. It's Bon Jovi.
All right.
From July 7th. Here we go.
Okay. Last week.
Yep.
I think I just blew a fuse. Somebody take me to the sea. It's 1986 and I've got a little bit crazy. Here we go. Shut the
What was the purpose of holding that guitar?
I don't know. I was going to ask that same question.
He held it until they started the song and then immediately took it off.
Were they coming out of a song before that required
Maybe.
it? Because it didn't look like it had any wireless pickup on it or anything, you know.
But why wouldn't he have just handed it off? He didn't play it.
I don't know. Maybe it's just posturing. Who knows?
Who knows?
Look at John. He's playing and singing.
Yeah, look at him. He's all
that
the way
guy.
back. All right. Well, as I'm sure you noticed, immediately goes to the audience sing along.
Of course.
Which is fine. I mean, for this kind of a show, that's okay.
That people love that shit.
They do love that shit, and that is what singers do to mask that they've lost a step. Is they throw it to the audience. I'm actually okay with that. But we'll see what you think here. I don't think this is horrible. Honestly, maybe you will, maybe you won't. I'd be upset if I paid money for it. If I paid $300 or $400,
but you're not a housewife.
True.
Thinking that John Bon Jovi is the sweetest guy ever.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely not that.
He's married to his high school sweetheart Dorothea.
Yeah. Who looks just like me. Doesn't look like a celebrity at all.
He's a sweet man.
Yeah, he sure is.
He's so generous too.
Yeah, he sure is. Just ask Lon Friend. generous this cocksucker is. All right, here we go.
All right, go ahead.
And I saw that guy kick the effects board. He looked like he didn't know where to kick. He's like, yeah.
That's the one.
Funny. All right, here we go. All right, thoughts?
Well, I can't really hear John, specifically, but he's doing the talk singing.
He is.
Which I'm
okay with it.
I can understand why he's doing that. And the audience and obviously his band is doing a good job backing him up.
Covering up for him.
Well, backing.
And I do think that they have him pushed back in the mix.
I do. I believe that as well.
Mm-hmm. Here's always my question, though.
Yes.
Why is it that when these singers start to lose it, and this is across the board for anybody that we always talk about here, why is it that these guys also end up being like a half a beat late when they're singing the lines?
That's the whole thing. It's just like, is the monitor off to where you're not hearing it? Because these guys wear in-ears.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the delay, if they have latency in their head to where they're not hearing it.
It seems like they all do it, though.
I know.
And it's like Bon Jovi should be able to buy whatever is the state-of-the-art shit with the least latency of anything. Wouldn't you think?
You would think. I think the worst one who does it is David Lee Roth.
Oh, Roth is sometimes like a full measure behind.
He's a whole 2 beats behind everybody else all the time.
Mm-hmm. But even here, John was definitely behind where he was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
In several of the lines. And it's like, does he not hear it? Or he almost needs like a karaoke board so that he knows when the word turns blue to sing it or whatever.
I think so. It is a weird thing.
And they all seem to have it. And I don't know why, but all right, let's get some more. First impressions?
Well, from a crowd participation thing, I think everybody's having a great time.
Sure.
But I don't think John is like really delivering like some kind of master vocal at all.
No,
because when he started off his vocals, it was the talk singing thing, which is fine, because he's obviously not where he was 30 years ago.
He's not good anymore.
No.
I don't know why we can't say that. I know everybody gets all upset when you just admit the truth. They're not good anymore. Most of these guys are not good anymore.
They're not good anymore. It's a tough thing to have the only people who can seem to carry on, they're the guys who never had a high register. That high register thing just is tough on vocals. A guy like an Alice Cooper who's in his 70s.
Yeah.
He never had a high register. Yeah. He was always the kind of like a low register, just kind of growly, your lips are poison, He doesn't have to have that. And the guys who made their living, whether it's Don Dokken or Geddy Lee or anybody like that.
Yeah, they struggle. Most of them do. There's the rare exception, but for the very most part, they stink now because this music wasn't made to be sang for 50 years in a row.
Yeah, exactly. So when you got a 40 and 50 year career where your vocals have soared to the rafters at 70 years old, you're not going to have that anymore. It's tough.
Yeah, it makes guys like Glenn Hughes just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, because he has a mid-tempo register.
Hughes, he's very high.
I went to see him. He was here, 2 years ago already. Can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
Again, time passes quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And but the thing is he doesn't have this operatic.
No.
Vocal.
Yeah, and I mean, even like Jeff Tate has lost a step. And
Yeah, of course. But again, he's got that operatic vocal.
Yeah, Halford as well. Lost a step. Dickinson seems to still have it.
Mm-hmm.
And he definitely sings high up, but he's one of those anomalies. I guess Dio was an anomaly until he passed.
He definitely was an anomaly.
I mean, there's a few, but for the most part, this music's not meant to be around this long. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, and not somebody who's 65 plus years old.
Yeah. Yeah, but this, again, if I was at this show, I'd probably be okay with it. If I paid to be at this show, I'd be pissed. I would not be thrilled to spend, what do you think it costs to see this at Madison Square Garden? $4 or $5 bills?
$500 a pop.
$500 a pop to get this version of Bon Jovi?
Yeah, look at this crowd over here on the side stage.
They're loving it.
Yeah, they love it. But look who it is.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of Yenta housewives.
Yeah. Bunch of women that squeezed out 3 kids and kept the weight on.
Yep.
That's who it is. All right, here's more of You Give Love a Bad Name. All right, I'm stopping here because this is where I don't think he's lip syncing, but if he is, this is what you would do. You would get right up on the microphone so nobody can see anything. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, of course.
Look at how close he is to it. So if they're and somebody said this on one of these shows, it might have been the Guru or somebody that was reviewing it, of maybe he's not lip syncing per se to tracks, but maybe it's some of that, what do they call that? It's not auto tune. What do they call that? Pitch enhancement or whatever?
Oh, it's auto tune.
Is that auto tune?
Yeah, auto tune.
Yeah. Do you think maybe they're doing that here?
Well, again, they can afford to have anything done vocally or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not singing. He's
talking through it.
He's talking, singing, and they don't. And again, we're hearing this in a very almost like an isolated situation.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in the crowd, and you know this, when you're in the crowd and everybody's making noise and singing along and stuff, you're not really
you don't notice it being as bad as watching on YouTube.
Yeah, I
agree.
So he's not pushing the vocals, and he's not really singing. He's talking the words in a melodic way.
Yeah.
That's it. And I can't blame him, because with the vocal problems he's had in the last 5 years, this is the best you're going to get.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. All right, I'm going to switch songs here.
All right.
We have the feel of this one. Let's see. Let's go to I'll Be There For You. See what that's sounding like. So let me switch to that. Boom, boom. I'll give him credit. The stage looks cool.
It does.
It's a cool looking stage.
A lot of LEDs.
A lot of video.
Well, this is what Scorpions do.
Mm-hmm.
They have this massive LED screen, around the stage. and it looks pretty damn cool.
It looks cool. I almost wonder, and again, no knowledge of this, so not trying to be an expert here, but I wonder if the reason they started this tour off with a residency is so that if they are going to fly in some vocals or enhance or whatever, that they could have everything set up for a long period of time to make it work.
Yeah, to make all the tweaks.
Yeah, because it is really amazing that we've gone from how bad that was on Tony Robbins. That wasn't that long ago. Was that 4 months ago?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you couldn't get better with some practice in 4 months and, vocal rehab or whatever, but we're an awful long ways away from what was an absolute shit show to a competent average show, I guess. Would you call this more than competently average?
It's just average.
Yeah. All right, well, let's check it out. This is, what is it? I'll Be There For You. Here we go.
Years, and I didn't know if I even remember what that was like.
Don't care. Thoughts?
It seems like he's able to sing. I mean, he's got some vocal ability.
He sounds okay. I mean,
He sounds all right.
It's not vintage, but it's about the best you're going to get for a guy that had his throat reconstructed, I guess. All right, you want more of this one, or you want to skip forward?
I mean, let's break into the breakout.
All right, let's go forward here. Here we go. We know Phil can play. Why do they have a second drummer?
Maybe they're the Doobie Brothers.
It's just dumb. This is not a band that needs a second drummer.
Well, he's got a lot of extra musicians up there that,
take a check for no real reason.
Again, I kind of equate this to like Kiss.
Okay.
Kiss has like a massive arena show with lights and fire and all kinds of stuff. It's less about the singing of Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, and it's more about this big production and show. And I think that has a lot to do with it. It's just like, well, we're going to give them this overwhelming stage show, and it kind of takes away from the vocals. It takes away from, the individuals. It's just sort of like a big thing,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't work here. It doesn't work for Journey. It's like the first thought is, who the fuck are these guys? That's the first, even with Journey, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You recognize Neil, you recognize Jonathan Cain, you might recognize Arnell, and then who the fuck are those other guys? Who the fuck is that Dave Jensen? Who is that guy? or even Dean, really?
Well, again, this goes back to, and I've been seeing more and more of this online about the current touring lineup of the band Chicago.
Right.
You got Lee Loughnane, the trumpet player, and the rest of the other guys. God,
they're just guys.
Who knows where those people are?
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is okay because you got most of Bon Jovi. You got Dave Bryan. You got, Tico Torres?
You got 3 of the 5.
Yeah. And Hugh's been there forever.
Yeah, but
I'll even put him in there.
But it's 3 of the 5.
3 of the 5 from the beginning, but I mean, Hugh's been there since what? Keep the Faith, maybe? Which is what, the 4th record or so?
Was that like 91?
Something like that, yeah. All right. I think we're good on this song. What do you think?
Yeah. But, again, it's less about the individual players anymore, and more about the big show.
True. And I will give Bon Jovi credit where credit's due. This is definitely a big show.
It is a big show.
There's no question. This is a very large undertaking to put this show on. Whether it's worth it or not is another story here. So,
well, you're not a minivan driving housewife going to the show and paying, $400 or $500 for a seat.
Yeah, having to give the husband an extra special blowy so he'll go to this fucking shit.
This is like the moms who send their daughters to see Taylor Swift. This is the guys who bust their asses all week to send their wife to go see John Bon Jovi.
Oh, no shit. How many of these women in this audience have breath that smells like bleach at this show? Because they had to blow their husbands to get there.
Right.
Jesus. All right, here we go. Here's Living on a Prayer.
Here's the other thing. And again, I know this is cell phone video.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Bon Jovi or is this the John Bon Jovi show?
Yes.
Well, in your opinion,
it's the John Bon Jovi show.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
This is Megadeth now. This is whatever. This is closer. I mean, at least they do have some guys that are there, but I'll bet you all of those guys, I guarantee you, Dave Bryan and
Tico
Torres are not getting part of a 3-way even split. No fucking way.
Nope.
I'm betting they're getting scale slightly higher than Phil X.
Yeah.
I'm thinking John is pulling down, and again, I have no knowledge, but I'm thinking John is pulling down 70% of this.
Probably.
And then 10 and 10, and then all the scrubs. That's my guess. But there's no way is John like, I'll just take 30%.
No.
No fucking way. These guys are hired guns too. So, all right, let's try Living on a Prayer. So far, we're not hating this, right?
No, it's not terrible, but it's a big show that doesn't really require any standout performance or vocals or anything. It's a lot of crowd participation and obviously huge production.
Sure. It's definitely not like Journey where you gotta have that voice.
Right.
All right, let's see what we got here with Living on a Prayer.
You think you're ready for it? Are you sure?
I'm going to back up just for a second here. Over here on the right side behind Phil X.
Yeah.
Watch this goofball drummer. What is he doing? He's like bouncing around like he's on a pogo stick or something.
Well,
watch this guy.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
Did you go see Pink Floyd, the Division Bell tour?
Oh, yeah.
All right. There was a guy in doing percussion. And he was doing the same thing. He had this whole percussion set up around him, and he was like jumping around, hitting all the cymbals and and he was
just dancing.
But again, it's all about this whole big stage show. Kind of distract you from concentrating on one thing. There's like a lot of movement, a lot of action, movement, and
I'm not gonna lie, he got my attention. I noticed it right away. I was like, "What is he doing?"
So it's to keep the crowd engaged,
I guess.
So people go, man, that was a bad show, man.
Great.
There was a lot of movement and people were dancing and just having a great time. And
fantastic, man. Watch this douche.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What's he doing? It's like it's the first time he's ever heard the song live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just reminds me of the percussionist on that Division Bell tour. He was just up there banging away and
dancing like a douche,
flailing his sticks around, and
Yeah. What a dope.
Well, again,
I get it.
Again, just ramping up the excitement.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're excited, that's for sure. All right, here we go. The crowd do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, well, that's what a
pro does.
Yeah, that's what these shows are all about now.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't sound terrible.
Yeah, he's had a 45-year career, and these songs are iconic now. Mm-hmm. And the people who go to these shows, they all know the words and stuff. So that's just what it is. It's a big crowd participation show now.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody walked out of this going, man, that blew.
Nah. Yeah,
they enjoyed it.
John at this point just needs to be the
ringleader.
He just needs to be the ringleader or music director.
Right. What?
I didn't say a thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you got cut off.
Nope.
All right, I'm going to flip because we get this one. I got one last one.
All right.
And I have an addendum to this story, actually.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So we'll go with the big closer, with Wanted Dead or Alive, of course. That's the signature.
I like that cowboy song you
I
sing.
do too. God. And if it's gonna be a mess, this is where it's gonna be a mess.
All right.
Because this is a higher end, it's definitely got higher register in it. Especially the back half of it. And I walk these streets. That's a higher, somewhat higher. And of course, this one, regardless of John's voice, it's always missing Richie. I don't care how good Phil X is, he is not Richie Sambora, and this is Richie Sambora's song. Do you agree with that?
I agree, yeah.
This is the one song that, honestly, as big of a hit as it is, and I know it's probably their biggest hit, or it's right there with Prayer or Bad Name, this is the one they ought to take out of the set list. This has got Richie just too entwined in it, don't you think?
Yeah, but again, how do you take this out of the set list?
Same way Pat Benatar takes Hit Me With Your Best Shot out of hers. You just do it. Play some other song. I don't know. Play Living in Sin or something. Some other cheese dick song. All right, here we go. This guy's over here kicking buttons and he's not even playing. What is he doing? Watch, he's literally, I'm going to roll that back. He's literally not playing.
But yeah,
and he's still hitting triggers or whatever. Watch. He's not playing. Look, he's not playing. Oh, let me change that. Let me change that. That note that I'm not playing. Why is he kicking that?
Well, again, I don't know what that board is exactly controlling.
Who knows? I know this. It's not controlling anything he's playing because he's not playing.
Well, again, he may be triggering other things other than what he's playing.
I would think with 65 buttons in front of him,
I know,
he must be.
Like I said, I've never seen an effects board that huge in front of him.
That's what I mean.
And again, is John plugged into anything?
Might be wireless. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
It seemed like he was playing that acoustic bit in the front.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Who
right.
knows?
But it's just funny. It's funny to watch it.
Yeah, it is.
From this angle.
Yeah. For free. All right, here we go.
Good job, Tony.
I think he missed that mark.
He was like a full
Full 4 bars late or something.
Yeah, that's interesting.
He totally missed. All right, here we go. All right, I think we get the point. It's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's better than I expected. Is that safe to say?
I would agree. I
Yeah.
would agree.
It's okay.
I mean, it's a big production show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there you have it. I don't think we're as disappointed as we thought we were going to be, but at the same time, I don't think it's very good either.
Yeah, it's just average.
Yeah.
But again, it's a big audience participation show.
All right, here's the answer here. FM Big Hair. Thank you, sir. That's John Shanks. He's a huge producer and gearhead known for using rack effects. He could be editing an effect preset on the fly.
That's what I'm thinking.
Could be.
That's what I was saying. He's probably doing something that's not really, affecting his particular, guitar or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's actually operating some kind of an effect on the stage.
Sure. All right. Well, John Shanks may be up there, and what's his name? Phil X filling in for Richie Sambora.
Mm-hmm.
But Richie Sambora is not real happy that John has returned.
Okay.
Put this on the screen here. Richie Sambora shares his first reaction to John Bon Jovi's return, and it's not nice. Now, before I read you even word one of this, I'm going to tell you, I think, and this is my opinion only, I want to be very careful with this because I really don't want to get sued. I truly think Richie is off the wagon in a big way.
All right.
So I'm going to read this article, and then we'll talk about what's said here. For the second time in under 2 weeks, his excuse is, I didn't say this shit, my account got hacked. He did it like a week or two ago where there was just nonstop texting about how shitty Bon Jovi is.
Right.
And he said he got hacked. Fair enough if that's what happened. But then the night of his first show, he gets hacked again? What, did you just leave the password the same?
How many times have we heard that excuse?
That's what I mean. I don't believe it.
Not specifically from Richie, just in general when bad tweets go out and things, and then, my account was hacked.
Well, I'm saying this is one guy in 2 weeks about the same tour.
Right.
Clearly it's him. Probably getting hammered.
Yeah.
And doing what dudes do. They drunk text.
Exactly.
And I think that's what happened. He got on fucking Twitter and just started, John fucking sucks dick. Just being an ass.
Because obviously I think Richie is bitter about, not potentially making bank like he probably would have. But
yeah.
Again, if you believe that documentary that Richie more or less bitched out on that tour way back in 2015?
Mm-hmm.
And just didn't show up. And John was just like, yeah, you can't show up for the shows. I guess you're not in the band anymore.
Yeah.
And what was that in that documentary? John offered to send him a private plane and everything to fly him, and he still didn't show up.
Well, that's what John says.
That's what I'm saying, according to the documentary.
Yeah. I mean, Sambora doesn't, he says numerous times, both in the other hacked responses and now in this, that there's a lot more truth that needs to come out.
I'm sure there is. I mean, we were only hearing one side of the story.
Sure. But, all right, let's read through this.
All right.
Former Bon Jovi guitarist Richie Sambora has shared a fierce and candid reaction to the band's return to the stage. He responded directly to fans on X after Bon Jovi made their comeback following a 4-year break caused by John's vocal issues. Sambora's comments came after a fan suggested he accept the deal to rejoin the band. The proposed condition was that this original contract would be reinstated if the group hit certain performance metrics. Sambora was quick to shut down the idea. So some fan gets now, and again, this is another reason I don't believe I don't for a minute believe the hacking thing. Why the fuck would somebody that's hacking Richie Sambora's account answer a question from a fan that's so detailed like this? You know, if you're hacking the account, you're going to hack it and be like, oh, those guys fucking suck. They're terrible. John's fucking using tracks or whatever. You know, you're not going to be like, let me consider your proposal for a minute while I'm hacking this account. You're just not going to do that, right?
I agree.
All right, so here's Richie's alleged answer, if it's Richie. Stop. There's many things you don't know. Did you watch? That sounded good. You're deaf, Sambora said.
All right.
He doesn't want me there. He made a 6-hour movie about his plastic throat and how he would win. Take a listen. Then he really set himself up as the hero. Surgery didn't work. If he had a voice, we'd have killed it. Why would I lie? There's so much that you don't know. So please stop bothering me. There's a lot there you don't know. Okay? That doesn't sound like a hacker.
Yeah, that sounds like he's answering his own tweets.
Yes. It certainly does not sound like a hacker. The comments drew further reaction from fans. One questioned why Sambora had previously apologized for the plastic throat remark, only to repeat it, and urged him to take a break from the platform. Sambora responded with equal bluntness. The worst person to talk to is someone that has ideas but doesn't know the truth, he continued. Brains would say, shut the fuck up. How on earth could I know how to even know anything? When were you in one of the biggest bands in the world? So maybe my post will make people realize that fans keep it together. That realize the fans keep it together. So nice job. Again, doesn't sound like a hacker.
Yeah. He said my tweets.
Yeah, my tweets. Sambora's remarks come as Bon Jovi returned to the stage at Madison Square Garden after John Bon Jovi underwent vocal surgery. No response from the band or its reps has been reported at this time. And then it goes on and on about he left in 2003 and blah, 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 blah. So, what do you think?
I just think he's just very bitter. about that whole breakup.
I think so too. And I mean, he, in the last run of this stuff, he really went on a tirade saying that John and the record company sabotaged the Stranger in This Town record. trying to force him back to the band and everything else. And I will say that is a great record, but I mean, it was never going to be as big as Bon Jovi. I think that's where Richie's ultimate bitterness is. He thought he could be bigger than Bon Jovi. And he left the band and nobody gave a fuck. I mean, really, he left the band in what, 2003, 2005, something like that?
No, it was 2015,
or even that, 2015. If it's 2015, don't you think that he thought that he would pick it up and just be a big star still?
You would think so.
But he's not.
No.
If he was to tour, where's he playing? 1,000-seaters.
Yeah. If that.
If that. I don't know that he would sell them out. He probably would. The Bon Jovi people are crazy stupid, but I don't think he'd be doing even like 5,000 people. No way.
Not as Richie Sambora.
Mm-mm. Maybe if he did a night of Bon Jovi.
Yeah, but I mean, I saw at the Arcada that is it Tom Hamilton is playing at the Arcada?
Tom Hamilton?
Yeah, from Aerosmith.
What's he doing?
He's playing. He's got his own.
Oh, that Close Enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say. I don't think he's singing because dude had his tongue removed and he can't talk.
That place only holds like 900 people.
Yeah. Yeah, that band's actually pretty decent. That Close Enemies.
But the point is this guy's in one of the biggest bands in the world, and he's playing a theater.
Mm-hmm.
So, Richie Sambora, if he could play the Arcada, is he selling it out? Probably not.
Yeah, I would say in rock star lore, Richie Sambora bigger name than Tom Hamilton.
Maybe,
but even still, I'm with you. I don't think that Richie could do a big show at all. I just don't think he could do it.
He'll do a theater, and it's like you said, maybe draw 1,000 people.
Yeah. Well, he's not happy apparently on this whole thing. And I do like the plastic throat comment. That's funny.
Yeah, but again, it's like that could be me up there.
Yeah, should be. Not even could. Should. Don't you think that's what he thinks?
Yeah.
That really should be me.
Hey, Nicholas here from Urban Culture, and you're watching CMS TV.
All right, let's move on. You want to move on?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go to another returning to the stage after a million years away. Jason Newsted is back.
All right.
Jason Newsted and the Chop Shop Band, or Chop House Band, performed some show somewhere. I'm a big fan of Jason. I know you know that. He was always kind of my hookup when he was in Metallica. He always took care of me and got me into shows and stuff, which was very cool. Very nice. And I've told that story a million times about on the whatever tour that was, Load or Reload, whatever, where he got me in and I got to get up on Metallica's stage and stuff, which was just the coolest day ever. And that was thanks to Jason Newsted. So I'm a giant fan of Jason. I want him to do well. I want him to come back and do metal again because that metal album he did was great. That album he did, 10 years ago or whatever?
At least 10 years.
That was a fucking kick-ass record. And so he's doing this, and I want to like it, but I don't. I hate that I don't, but I don't. He's doing, I don't even know what you call this. I guess it's rock. It's not metal per se, but it's he's doing some Metallica songs, but it's not in the metal style.
Right.
But he's using the metal voice. So it's, I don't know.
I mean, is he really known as a singer?
Well, I mean, he did sing in most of the Metallica years. He sang Creeping Death or, sometimes Eye of the Beholder and stuff like that. He did sing in some of those shows, in most of those shows. I mean, I saw Metallica 24 times in that era, and he always sang a song or two. Now, is he a lead singer? I don't know. He did a metal album as a lead singer and an EP. What I'm saying is, I don't know what this shit is.
Okay.
I'd be fine if he was doing that. This is not that. This is, well, you listen and you tell me.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, where's the sound? What the fuck is this?
Is this performance art?
It's obviously creeping death at some weird tempo. And it's not being played in a metal way, although his voice is clearly almost like death metal.
Yeah.
It's like, what is he doing here?
Well, it's his interpretation, man.
It's reimagined.
He's interpreting the tune, man.
Yeah, this is not very good. Ugh. You want a little more? No?
So this is it, huh?
That's what he's doing.
All right. Sounds great.
Will you be out at those shows?
As soon as he hits town, I will be there.
Yeah, me either. Oh. What happened there? All right. We're going to have that game again. All right. Let me go back to here and just close that tab. Hold on. All right. Let's get one more quick one, shall we? We don't need to do any more on the Jason Newsted, I don't think. I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
Would you like to discuss your biggest concert disappointment of all time? Or would you like to end with the new Airborne song?
Oh, I didn't know there was a new Airborne. That excites me.
All right, then we'll go with the new Airborne to wrap this sucker up tonight. Airborne has a new album that is coming out. I'm not sure when exactly. Well, let's see. Let's see if it says here. August 28th is the date of the new album. It's just called Airborne, I believe.
Okay.
I love this song. I ain't gonna lie. This is the goods here. Why can't I share it? Well, what the fuck happened here? Let's see. And go to here, and go to here. All right, there we go. All righty. So this is called Kid in a Candy Store. I'm not going to lie. When I saw the name Kid in a Candy Store, I was like, no, not another band with the fucking kids again. First Anthrax and now Airborne. I was like, what is going on with my bands? But it doesn't matter. Are these guys ever bad?
No. I mean, they've just been good straight ahead rock.
They just rule. I just love them. So, all right, let's check it out. This is Kid in a Candy Store. It is Airborne. Let's check it out. All right. Fucking great.
This is AC/DC Reborn.
No kidding. And from the same place.
Oh my God. It's fantastic.
It's so good. You want more?
Yes.
All right, let's play some more. I might even pull up. There's a second song that's been released too. One before this one. I'll find that in a minute too. All right, here we go. Here's more of Kid in a Candy Store. It is Airborne. Look at the switch.
No shit.
This is so good.
was a 69 on the 7th floor.
I love this.
Nice.
But I love, this is literally the AC/DC blueprint of the classic years.
It is. It's fantastic.
It's so good.
I mean, the beginning of the song sounds like an AC/DC
it does.
song. It's like Highway to Hell.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's just great. I love this band so much, and I love that they come back, and every time they're great. Never fails.
And I like the artwork.
The artwork's cool too. Let's play a little more of this, and I'll find the other one real quick.
All right.
They literally just threw an AC/DC song on and said, okay, let's rewrite that.
Yeah, let's just do something just like this.
Yeah, let's just make it exactly like AC/DC. So good. And that's fine with me. As long as it's not power up AC/DC. All right, here we go. Fucking great.
Love it.
I do love that.
High energy. I love it.
That's very good stuff there. No question. They're just a good band, man. There's no two ways about it with that. Look at AC/DC Wannabes was my first impression. Shut up, Jim. Dummy. AC/DC sucks now. At least we have a band that doesn't. Can you just accept that this song doesn't suck? Can we have that, please?
I loved it.
I love it too. I think it's great. Where's that? Here's the other one. I got it. This one is called Gutsy.
All right.
Let's put it on the screen.
It's time for the classic metal.
Not that screen. Not that screen. Here we go. Let's get this on here. Here we go. It just fucking smokes.
It does. Just great.
I hope these guys.
When is this due out?
August 28th.
All right. Nice.
I hope they come to the States. This is a band that I have not seen. I'm pretty positive.
I've never seen them either. I mean, we had Joel on the show years ago.
We've had them on, but I don't know that they've played the States or played near me ever. Because I love them. I mean, they're one of my absolute favorite bands. And man, they are bringing it strong with this record.
Yeah, this is a high energy song so far.
Yeah, let's play a little more of this. Here we go. There you have it.
Some big sound.
That is some good shit there.
Nice and big.
Yeah.
Stadium rock.
I love it.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah. I wish more bands sound. I can't believe that there's just so few bands. There's a shit ton of bands that steal the AC/DC sound, but none of them do it well. These guys do it well.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. I wish they weren't from fucking Australia so that they could be here more. I wish they were from fucking Connecticut or something.
Yeah, it's too bad they can't get hooked up on, some package or something.
Yeah.
To give them, the wherewithal to come over here and play.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's no money to make in it. That's really what it comes down to.
That's what it is.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap the show.
Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I thought Roger in here said that they played somewhere in Columbus, but I thought he was saying they're gonna play in Columbus. And I was gonna say I will go to Columbus. Me, who doesn't go anywhere, would go to Columbus to see
Airborne. You would go
Airborne.
to Columbus?
To see Airborne?
Range.
Fuck yeah. To see Airborne, I would.
Sure.
They're one of my favorites, one of the few that I really, really like that I have not seen. So I would love to go see them, but
yeah, I'd like to see them, have a big stage show.
Yeah.
Instead of just like being in a club that doesn't have a good sound system or something, and it doesn't kick in the face like their recordings do,
Mm-hmm.
Give them a venue that'll do justice to their music.
Even like a Nautica stage would be okay for me.
Yeah, of course.
That would be great. I just wish they would find a way because I love them. One of my favorites. So, bravo, boys. I cannot wait till August to get this album.
Yep. Again, I like the artwork, like the music. Seems to be doing pretty well.
Yeah. Love it.
All right. Good on them.
Yep. And that's all I got tonight, my friend.
All right. Well, I got a few last song requests to get to, so I'm going to end the show with 3 songs. I'm going to end with some Danger, Saturday Night for the Electric Fence, Buck Cherry in there with Out of Line for Hardy Boy, and some Bad Company in there featuring Brian Howe from the Dangerous Age release for Roger. So I'm going to end the show with 3 songs and get on out of here myself. But again, we always appreciate everybody who's tuned in and, hung out with us through the evening and joined us over on our locals. So, if you want to help support the show, hit us up.
Yeah,
classicmetalshow.locals.com. Sign up, $5 a month, and it's much appreciated.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Hopefully we'll be back next Saturday night and do it all over again. So this is Neely along with my very good friend
Chris Akin.
And we're gone.